Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brandon and Erica M. Adcock Field Hockey Complex for this match between App State and Kent State. As you can see, the game is already in motion. We had some technical difficulties, but it doesn't matter because we're getting you this game right to you. I'm Noah Cornelius on the call with my good friend Ryan Hendricks, and there's 13 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the first quarter, so you haven't missed too much. No shots on goal for either team, no shots attempted either, but this is a strong Kent State team coming into play. But that's enough talking from me. Ryan and I will give our inputs when we have the time, but for now, we'll get you right to your Mountaineer action. It seems like we have some time right now, Ryan. What can you tell us?
Well, this team is led by head coach Kyle DeSantis-Moyer in her 5th season coaching the Kent State Golden Flashes. Named as the 7th head coach in program history all the way back in 2019, she's led the Golden Flashes to a 42-28 record. However, Noah, to start this year, they've struggled. They're only going 3-7 throughout their start, but played some tough competition, including number 8 Michigan and Penn State, who's also ranked at one point during this year. However, Noah, they're also 2-1 in MAC conference play, as is App State. So this is a huge game in MAC conference play.
Absolutely. No, the MAC conference always brings on competition now when you're talking about field hockey. And speaking of bringing on good competition, there's a shot. Is that going to be recorded as a shot on goal? We shall see in one quick second here. It does not appear it right now, but either way, Kent State, the Golden Flashes, have the ball.
Yeah, Kent State playing some good defense early on here. Noah, both teams kind of feeling each other out as you do very early on in the game. As we see it continue to go Kent State's way as they cross the timeline, the middle of the field onto their end, working on offense.
And in fact, that last shot was wide by Jillian Orcutt. Kent State already has a substitution, Katie Worstel for Emma Rolston. Only 2 minutes into the game. And now on the Kent State side, no. On the App State side, no. Here goes Sarah Farrell pushing it up. You know, we always love talking about Sarah Farrell because, again, you know, she's one of the smaller players on the team, but she's very fast, agile, quick. You know, Coach Dinsmore knows exactly where to put her in order to use her strengths. Yeah,
she's a very great player. And you said, Noah, size does not matter with her because she makes up for with all the other aspects of her game. As now App State works it into their own end, but Kent State all over that one. Looks going to get it out of their own end. Looks like it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Kent State, though, back to App State.
Once again, if you're just joining us, a little bit of some technical difficulties at the beginning of this broadcast, but we're getting you this Mountaineer versus Kent State field hockey action the best we can. Again, if you're just joining us, Noah Cornelius, Ryan Hedges on color. 2 MAC conference matchups, and there's already a shot on goal. It's in. Wow.
There you go.
How
Noah.
about that?
You look away for a second, Noah.
I looked away for 1 second.
And that's when the Mountaineers are able to strike. What a goal right in front on the redirection. Sneaks it past the goalie in net for Kent State, Cecile van Eich from the Netherlands. And what a job there by the Mountaineers to strike early. That's what you need, Noah, a quick start.
Ryan, I don't think you were on the broadcast last time, but, you know, I was really hyping up. Oh, no, okay, so they just updated it. It was a shot on goal by Noah Njoma Matas, but the goal was scored by Hadley Kuzmicki. It was the first goal of the game, and it's goal number 3 for the season. Noah Njoma Matas is the freshman from Barcelona, Spain, getting some action here today and already making her presence known. Freshman, too. How about that?
Yeah, freshman. It shows the youth on this team. Njoma Matas really turning it on recently here, that you said in front there by Kuzmicki. She's a bit of an older statesman on this team. However, what a job for the Mountaineers to get on the board early in this very pivotal MAC conference game. Yeah,
extremely early. Usually in all the field hockey games I've seen at home, which have been the last 3, was not able to make the last one versus, I believe, Lindenwood, because I had class, unfortunately. You know, this team, I'm not going to say they got out to a slow start, but you know, usually in these first halves, you know, it's like a 0-0 game or maybe the opposition will score a point. It's this first time I've seen personally the Mountaineers get out early with a quick score.
And it's very good to see because when we were here a few weeks ago, Noah, throughout the first half, it was a 0-0 ball game. And now, early on, the Mountaineers can play with a bit more relaxed because they know they have a lead. Of course, you don't want to give up anything to Kent State, but when you play with the lead, you can play a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, you know, let's talk about this overall look for this Mountaineers team because we didn't get to at the beginning of the show. 7-4, very good year so far for the first-year head coach, Emily Dinsmore, filling up right in the shoes of former coach Megan Dawson. Again, this is an App State team that rattled off a 10-game win streak en route to a runner-up appearance in the MAC Conference conference championship. So for them to be 7-4 right now, 2-1 in the MAC, it's a pretty good start.
Yeah, speaking of that MAC tournament last year, that actually was the first time the Mountaineers had ever defeated Kent State, being the first time out of 12 tries going 1-11 versus Kent State. However, right now, it's a 1-0 streak for the Mountaineers, and the way they're playing early on in this one, they want to keep it.
And here goes Grace Ball pushing it up. That's not something she usually does. Usually she stays at the midfield and maybe in the defender position, but she's making her presence known. And she's going to pass it back really quickly here to Koopman, who gets it to Booker. Back to Koopman. Across field now. I believe that's Kuzmicki. No, that was to Perkins, actually, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Closest person to there, looks like, for the Mountaineers, it was Charlotte Bosma, who's in the game.
And Charlotte Bosma has been a real MVP for this Mountaineer team early on in this one, scoring a lot of points in the double digits early on. Is right back to it is the Mountaineers. Look at, almost stole it away. They were blown dead by the referee. Kent State's going to get to reset.
Rachel Flagg was the closest there, but unfortunately, stick-on-stick contact means it's going to be Kent State ball. Once again, shout out to our referee crew. We have 360 cameras on top of these fences out here, which shows us every view of the game. And speaking of every view of the game, there's a lot of people viewing this game in the stands for Friday at 3 p.m. You know, there's a lot of App State sports going on. You got App State women's volleyball later today at 6. Our good friend Judson's actually going to be working the cameras on that. But as for this crowd here today, right now, pretty good for a Friday afternoon.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Noah. And it's really a beautiful day here, right in the 70s as Kent State pushes up. Beautiful day to watch some field hockey.
Hang on now, Ryan, as Kent State's pushing it up. And as soon as I say that, it already rolls out of bounds. Addie Clark didn't even need to break a sweat to stop that.
Yeah, Addie Clark not facing a shot on goal early on here. This one, I'm sure that'll change as the game goes on. And she always stays ready in net. So far, though, Kent State has just not been able to get any real pressure inside the circle.
No real pressure inside the circle is exactly how I would say it myself. But here's Rachel Flagg. You know, I kind of eavesdropped on her and my buddy Andy McLean's conversation before the game started, and I say that to say, you know, Rachel's calm and collected, cool and collected. I believe she's a fifth-year senior, might be a grad student, according to the score sheet right here, and you can tell, just a good player, solid all around, doesn't get too excited, doesn't seem to make too many mistakes, does what she needs to do.
Yeah, Rachel Flagg, she's been here a while, Noah. Fifth-year senior, as you said.
I knew
and just nothing really surprises you anymore with Rachel. She's seen it all, and that's why she's so calm. She knows what she needs to do to make this Mountaineer team succeed.
Speaking of Mountaineer team succeeding, they've got the ball back. Ball's going to set it up. Ball is going to set the ball up back at near the midfield. She passes it towards the left. It's intercepted by a Kent State player. It's number 23 for Kent State.
Augustina Florio there for Kent State.
That's right. Augustina Florio. What do we know about her, Ryan?
Well, Augustina, the junior from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Buenos Aires. Oh.
And don't you just love the international flavor that you see with field hockey?
Absolutely.
Of course, on the Mountaineer team, we have some international players. For Kent State, they have 2 players from the Netherlands, a player from Germany, and 2 players from Argentina. You just love people to be able to come over to the States and play some field hockey.
Here goes ball once again, setting it up. She's pushing it up. Oh, it hit the leg of Lisa Booker. She looked like she was ready for that. It just bounced off incorrectly. She did a little winch jump, but she's back on it. Ball's going to intercept it here. Ball gets the ball, but no, it's still going to be Kent State ball. Looked like that ball was stopped in play. Kent State's already at the 25. They're trying to get into that ever-elusive dashed circle and then the real circle. And then once they get there, the goal, the opportunity to score a goal might increase. But then again, you remember Addie Clark's in goal for these Mountaineers.
Yeah, nothing's going to be easy for Kent State with Addie Clark in the net. But as you said, no, they got to get it right inside that circle to even have a shot at it. But at that time, Mountaineers were all over. It's 25 Ava Usos, the freshman from Madrid, Spain, for Kent State, who would make it a play. As the Mountaineers have a bit of trouble getting it out their own end, but now they get it out to the outside to get it past the line.
Perfect execution there by Kent State to get the ball back. Once again, if we don't seem like our characteristic selves, we have some technical difficulties getting onto the broadcast. Got on here a little bit late, but the amazing people at App State Athletics made sure that we're ready to go. So we're still getting on top of it. But here's App State. Oh my goodness! Block and goal by not Addie Clark. But Grace Ball, how about that? Addie Clark hit the deck, and guess who was in goal to block the shot? It was Grace Ball. How about that?
Yeah, what a play there by Grace Ball, and a heads-up play to know to stay in front of your net, because she saw Addie Clark down and slow to get up there for a second, but then Grace Ball said, I'll take over for you in net, and she stops that one up on a great opportunity by Kent State, but the Mountaineers are all over it.
Oh my gosh, if we could get an instant replay on that, we should submit that to Sports Center, because like I kid you not, I'm not going to say like it's super ultra rare, because I don't know if it's super ultra rare, but I will say this. I've never seen a defender get in goal after the goalie goes down and block the shot. Usually it's an open goal and that's an easy score, but not even Kent State could get on that. So shout out Grace Ball for the heads-up awareness.
And Kent State back on it here, just trying to work it into the circle, trying to get it in. But there's that Mountaineer defense. It's going to go be a high stick there as she knocks it down. Now the Mountaineers are going to get back on the offensive.
Great analysis, Ryan. And now that Mountaineers get another break. Can they score here within the first quarter?
If they get another one here, it's going to be a long road back for Kent State. The Mountaineers flying all over the field early in this ball game.
Can't lie, it's already been a long road back for Kent State. Last time I checked, Ohio, right? Mm-hmm. Long road back for them if they lose today. But nothing is written in stone. It's only a 1-0 game. But App State's already shot out at cannon.
Yeah, no, the last game, Kent State actually ended up being on the road at Ball State. They ended up winning their last one. However, you are right about Ohio. They had Ohio in their last home game, and they lost that ball game 2-4. So you got to think maybe riding a bit high with Kent State, but definitely not sleeping on anybody in this MAC conference.
No, absolutely not. And once again, an extremely tough conference. We actually saw one of the most recent games this season. You know, it was a rematch from last year's MAC championship, App State versus Miami, Ohio, and they got stomped, unfortunately. We were not there on the call for it, as it was during my class, unfortunately. But going back and watching the replays, you know, it just Miami had 1 foot ahead the entire time. But it's up to Coach Dinsmore and this App State squad to get back on their feet and keep going. And it seems like they've done that because, again, 7-4 record, 2-1 in the MAC. Stats don't lie.
Yeah, but that's so far our only loss in the MAC was to Miami. App State's going to work it right in front there, but a great defensive play by Victoria Tinghitella of the Kent State Golden Flash to get it out, but the Mountaineers are going to slow it back down and get it right at
It was Bridget Donovan who was dribbling that ball on the outside, Ryan, and they actually did a fantastic job of getting it in an open field, I should say. Kent State did, but now here's the Mountaineers. Oh my goodness, that was a hard hit. Just walked it off like it was nothing. I'm not sure if that made contact with a Kent State player's body or nothing, but these players take some hard hits, especially in a game like field hockey. You know, like there was, being down on the field before the game and watching these players, the size of the shin pads, man, like I played, like kiddie league soccer growing up.
Oh yeah.
I have never seen like. They provide some protection, but even then, when you got kookaburra balls flying at you.
Yeah, no, I tell you, I could not be out there playing this game. I'm not tough enough. I'm not like these ladies out there playing today. I'd be at too many bruises all over me. So we had to play some field hockey. You see Kent State trying to work it out there on end.
Yeah.
App State just working all over them. That one's going to be not stepped in play there by Kent State. A bit of a mistake right to the Mountaineers.
Kent State players hit the deck. She's trying to set it up, but slipped on the turf. They try to water this turf as much as they can, but not sure if that was a factor or not, if she just couldn't get her footing. And now going down the other way, that's number 24, Sophia Baxter. Sophia Baxter now, looks like she's got some room here. Can she twirl it around? The goalie's outside of it, and it's going to be going Kent State's direction. Sarah Farrell was there, tried to do the wraparound, but just not able to do so.
Yeah, you said it, Noah. Baxter, $1 million move there, just could not get the finish. Tried to twirl it around the goalie, and Cecile Van Eyck for Kent State. Just couldn't get it done there, and the Mountaineers still held 1-0.
$1 million move. I got to start using that, buddy. I'm going to have to start using that. No, but focusing back on the game, there's 33 seconds left in the first quarter. App State's 1, Kent State 0. 3 shots for App State, 2 shots for Kent State, and 1 save for Kent State, 2 for App State.
Yeah, Addie Clark been on her game early in this one when she thought she wasn't going to get too many shots faced early on. She actually had more than Kent State, which is very surprising considering how much App State's been on the offensive early in this game. However, Addie Clark always ready to go. And, of course, we can't forget how Grace Ball stopped that for going in the net earlier. It was very close to being a 1-1 ball game, Noah.
Beautiful 72-degree day indeed, as there's the End of the first quarter. These girls are playing hard under the sun, and it's the perfect, and you can tell. What I'm trying to say is it's not too hot, not too cold, but App State is certainly turning up the heat.
Oh, yeah, I like that one, Noah. But as you said, you'd expect it to be a lot colder out here considering it's October. We're on top of a mountain, 3,300. Warm out here today, though. We got the sun shining on us. I couldn't picture a more beautiful.
Anything, but field hockey is more of a family environment,
Yeah, you're not going to see a golden retriever come up.
No, you're not.
You won't be able to get to pet no golden retriever if you're at Kid Brewer Stadium right down the street.
No, you're not.
But out here, much more family oriented, as you said. We've seen tailgates out here before.
Oh, yeah, we have.
During games. You just love the family environment that's field hockey. When you get days like this, you just want to come out here, even on a Friday.
We're actually a little bit before the weekend as they are up 1-0 here at home in beautiful Boone. They got Sweet Caroline playing, but I can't lie, might be a little too early for that because, I'm used to hearing it at the end of the game. I don't think that's them celebrating too early, more as it is, our amazing PA crew playing the music. But hey, maybe Sweet Caroline will bring them the vibes to finish out this game strong. But there is 3 more quarters to go.
Yeah, 3 more quarters as we get ready to start. As you just hear the scoreboard going, Mountaineers are going to have the ball to start the second quarter here.
Good analysis there, Ryan. Noah Janjoma Matas. I hyped her up in the last game I was calling because she was everywhere. It seemed like she scored her first goal, but unfortunately was called back. Shout out Nick Goodman, who was on the call with me. Here's Booker. Gets it to Koopman.
Well, the interesting thing about Noah Janjoma Matas, Noah, and you bring up that first goal. She actually did get her first goal in this game this past weekend versus Lindenwood.
Awesome.
So you won't have to wait to get on that score sheet anymore if you're Noah Janjoma Matas.
Nope.
And she has just been turning it up this year, getting more comfortable by the week.
Absolutely. Again, freshman from Barcelona, just a good player. I remember, it was App State versus Wake Forest in preseason. And Noah Janjoma Matas was running around the field, making her presence known, just sticking her nose in things. Like she wasn't afraid. And so, proud of the freshman getting her shot. Good stat, Ryan. I'm glad you pulled that out of thin air. And now here goes Kent State. Trying to find some action here, but again, it is only 1 minute into the second quarter, 4-quarter game, and there is also a halftime. So they do have time on their side, but again, scoring a goal in field hockey is a tough task. As here's Bridget Donovan, but it's stolen quickly there by Kent State.
Yeah, Ava Uso's going to push it up for Kent State. Get it right in front.
She
makes
and
a
that's
move.
A score.
And what a finish there. That was number 17, Patricia Strunk, the sophomore from Neuss, Germany, getting a goal in this one. And actually, Noah, that's her second goal of the year. Her first goal came in their last game versus Ball State.
Ryan, check this out. Yeah, that was a great shot, but Addie Clark, she went up to defend and got the ball out, but Kent State was right there to get it right past her. It was like a little chip shot right into the goal. And now, just as we're talking about it, 3 quarters left in the game. It's a 1-1 game.
Yeah, 1-1 game. Kent State, they saw them going down 1-0 there in the first quarter, just weren't very happy about it, and said, we're going to come right back and knot this one up at 1. No, I think this is going to be a very tightly contested ball game today.
It could be one for the ages. This could be the App State field hockey legacy game, if you know what I mean. A little bit of an inside joke here at WASU. That's our station. But now Kent State's going to get a stick on it, trying to get the other way, trying to advance it past midfield, but Leah Hurwitz is right there providing defense. And Sarah Farrell is also pushing up, as well as Noah Janjoma Matas. And on the other side of the field is Hadley Kuzmicki for the Mountaineers trying to play defense. But, play on? No. It's going to be App State ball. What you see, Ryan?
Looks like that was an offsides there. No, you can't get out in front of where the ball is supposed to be. That's just, referees are all over that. Kent State looked to get a great opportunity. That one's not going to fly.
There's a helicopter flying over us, and I guess you could say there were some eyes in the sky watching over that ref call. I'm sorry. No, but in all seriousness, App State now is pushing it up towards the Kent State circle. They're inside the arc now. Is that a shot? No. Just too close. Just a little too much to the left on that one. But the vision was there.
Yeah, that one's going to be a very tough angle to score for Noah. Not exactly where you want to be if you're App State. However, Kent State just all over them defensively. Just making nothing to get right in front of the net. Have to force a real tough one like that, and that one's not going to go in more often than not.
Once again, that was a shot wide by Jillian Orcutt. And for that goal for Kent State, it was Kent Strunk and assisted by Eva Uzos. Patricia Kent Strunk, I should say. Again, he talked about a lot of international players making their careers known in the States. No shortage of it. Here's Noah Janjoma Matas. Janjoma Matas now gets it inside the arc. Is she going to pass? No, she takes a shot. Oh, goal. Oh, it's on top of the goal. Heads up awareness by Kent State's goalie, but Noah Janjoma Matas very, very close to getting a power shot in there, but it doesn't matter because App State has it back, and Lisa Book is going to push it up now.
And Janjoma Matas, just what a way to get power on that shot there off the backhand. Backhanded shot, almost snuck it past Van Eyck in the net, but no dice there, and now Kent State's going to get the ball back.
No dice there, and Kent State does get the ball. I just repeated you, but, I mean, I don't have anything else to add on that, Ryan. You summed it up perfectly. Ball's out of bounds. Kent State's going to have a little bit of an opportunity here to take a breath and get it passed back in. App State's trying to apply some defensive pressure. And they do. And then they get the ball on it. It's out of bounds. Not quite sure who that was to because Noah Janjoma Matas was kind of hunched over a little bit. Maybe taking a breather. I'm not going to make any assumptions, but just wasn't really to anybody.
Yeah, a bit of an errant pass there. No, I think it was going to Janjoma Matas, but she just wasn't quite ready for it as Kent State turns it right back over to App State. So we'll say both teams just making a bit of mistakes here. They both settled in nicely, but now that we're stuck back in this knotted up 1-1 ball game, maybe start to make a bit of mistakes here.
1-1 is basically still 0-0. And so if you're App State, you're just trying to get back up 1-0. Or I guess 2-1 if you want to be technical. Across midfield now. Nope, Kent State's not going to get on it. Refs rule in favor of App State. Booker passes it back to Ball. Ball gets it to Koopman. Koopman launches it down the middle of the field. It's inside the arc. Kent State's going to get a stick on it. Sarah Farrell's there, and it may have hit Sarah Farrell's hand, which means that it's going the other way because you can only hit the ball with the stick.
Yeah, good point. Noah can't use your body part to try to get that one in net, and the refs are all over that. We're in the pink shirt over there, making sure so that one won't fly. And it's going to go right back to Kent State, out of bounds on App State here.
Out of bounds. And now, if you're App State, there's 2 balls on the field now. Had to say, hey guys, let's calm down a little bit here. You know, that happens really frequently in field hockey where, you know, they'll play with one ball and then another rolls in and it's like, hey guys, which one are we using? It's like a dog at a park where there's 15 tennis balls. It's like, which one is mine, you know? But it's just a lot of energy.
Yeah, no, you know, I like all the dog references you have. Maybe you got dogs on the mind today. You're thinking about Sheldon.
I might get a puppy. Who knows?
Oh, hey, would you? you think your apartment complex could allow you to get a puppy?
You know what, man? After I graduate in December, I might just have to get a puppy. But now, back to the game at hand. Booker, Ball. Donovan's there. Intercepted by Kent State. Kent State's looking to push it up quickly. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in this first half. Addie Clark says no. Gets it kicked right out of there. You know, I interviewed Addie Clark earlier this week. Extremely nice. She's like a super senior. She's pursuing her degree in arts history.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Or at least arts in general. Passionate about the arts off the field, but on the field, she's all defense pressure. One of the sweetest people I've ever met, but when you go against her on the field, I'd be scared to go up against her.
Well, no, I guess you could say Addie paints masterpieces out here on the field, and I'm glad to see that she's into the arts. That's very awesome. You know, we're kind of into arts ourselves. We're part of the applied arts over here doing broadcast.
Man, no, you did. I know you didn't. No, but in all seriousness, Addie Clark, showing her personality on and off the field. Something to know about your dominant App State goalie. She's definitely got her name in the record book somewhere. She's given so much this university, and whether it's saves, blocks. Addie Clark will be sorely missed when her playing career is over, but it seems like she's in good hands and she knows what she wants to do. And speaking of knowing what they want to do, here goes App State pushing it up. Donovan's there. She's got Leah Hurwitz to her left. And it looks like it's still going to be App State ball. Donovan passes it backwards. Koopman's there. Koopman trying to advance it forward. Gets it towards the right of the field. There's Hurwitz. Hurwitz has flag in front of her, but can she get it to her? A little bit of a scrum for the ball, and it's going to go Kent State's direction.
Yeah, great defense there by, I believe that was Lauren Conroy, 26 for the Golden Flashes. She's played in all 10 games, played 60 minutes in her last game at Ball State, the whole game. So you got to say she's out there a lot.
I used to do track and field. Let's just say I was in a lot better shape at one point in my life, able to do track and field. But, man, 60 minutes of just straight running back. My goodness. My goodness. I actually talked to Addie Clark about that. I'm like, you're on the field for so many minutes, and even though you're a goalie, I'm sure there's still mental stuff that you gotta make sure that you're on top of. How do you do it? And she said, honestly, I've been doing it for so long, it just doesn't really faze me anymore. I'm just kind of trained for it. And I'm like, you know what? I respect it. So yeah. One time for these girls, and here they go. Speaking of these girls, App State. That is Henriette Stegen, younger sister of the all-time Frederica Stegen, who graduated. Sisters got to play together last year, but unfortunately it's already going back towards Kent State's direction. And here Booker gets a nice block on it with the stick, gets it to Donovan. Donovan's looking to her left. Instead, she tries to push it forward. Who's she going to get it to? She gets it to that's Charlotte Bosma, who then gets it to Jillian Orcutt. Orcutt's having some pressure on her. And his shot on goal, and it's a little bit of a scrum. Where is it going to be? Flag's trying to turn around, and it's going to go back to Kent State's direction.
Yeah, that's disappointing if you're a Mountaineer fan here, as we both are. You almost got a redirection goal, but a good stop there by Van Eich in net for the Golden Flashes. Keep us knotted up.
Knotted up, 1-0. Shots on goal 5 for App State.
Oh, that was...
What did you see, Ryan?
That could have been pretty bad for App State there. If they had a defender behind, or an offender behind our defense there, it would have been all Addie Clark one-on-one, but a bit of an errant pass there by the Golden Flashes, and Mountaineers are going to take advantage.
Well, that's okay, because App State's already right back on their feet, and they're headed towards the right direction. There goes Orcutt, getting it to Noah Jinjoma Matas. Jinjoma Matas passing it across the field now to Bosma. Charlotte Bosma gets it to Leah Hurwitz. And Leah Hurwitz is, oh my goodness, every time she goes in that corner, that one Kent State player is just all over. Hitting the back.
That was
going to be App State ball. Noah. That probably could not feel good. That was, and obviously not intentional in any way, but that ball was launched right into the back of a fellow Kent State player. Ryan, what can you tell us about that right corner over there? It's like every time Leah Hurwitz goes over there, it just seems like the same player's blocking her.
Yeah, Ava Usos is over there controlling that corner as well. I've also seen Iris Becker, who's one of their best players for Kent State, also patrolling in that corner. And it's not a replace the Mountaineers want to be, because Kent State's all over it over there.
Yeah, they're really trying to, I get what they're trying to do, get that angle from the shot from the corner, but unfortunately, because of those players that you described, they just haven't been able to do so. Ryan, shifting away from a play-by-play role here and going more to color, I'd like to see them try and push it towards the far left corner of the field, see if they can switch it up, because it seems like every time they've tried to pass it to the right corner, just stifled. And we have seen them take some shots from the left, so maybe try to direct it over there, but then again, I don't play field hockey, but I'm confident in Coach Dinmore's play calling ability.
Oh, yeah, Coach Dinsmore definitely knows what she's doing. And we've seen some success over there on the left side. No, we've got a couple shots on goal over there, or at least getting it inside the circle, which you have not been able to do from the right side, which there's no way with either Lauren Conroy, Ava Usos, or Iris Becker patrolling that right corner. Kent State's all over there. So we have a bit of a scrum here at the middle. We'll roll out of bounds right back to App State.
Getting our scoreboard updated here in one quick second. But as for the main scoreboard, there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Most recent substitution, Hadley Kuzmicki comes in for Rachel Flagg.
And what I've seen, Noah, you see the first quarter was all Mountaineers, be able to get a goal on the board early in the first, and then early here in the second, Kent State. Right. Kent State was able to get their goal. So it seems like as the quarters keep ticking along, just teams are not able to get it where exactly they want to. It's Kent State's going to have a bit of trouble getting it out here, but she slows it down. That's Iris Becker I've been talking about, number 10, and Kent State's going to be able to work it right out to midfield.
Yeah, Kent State playing a little bit of pace slowing down here. That did not make any sense, but they're trying to slow down the pace here, keep the ball away. But now App State has an opportunity to capitalize. As once again, guess who? Grace Ball getting it to Koopman. Trying to get it set up here, but Kent State's already playing some stifling defense. Koopman allowed to play on, though. It's in the air, stick in the air. Is going to be, no, App State. No, Kent State ball. You know, when they're both Kent State, App State, sometimes it's hard to differentiate the two, my friend, but it's going to be Kent State ball in their favor.
Yeah, and another thing, they're also wearing yellow. We're used to the Mountaineers wearing the yellow. Yeah. And Kent State's out here wearing very bright yellow. Looks pretty similar to ours. However, they got the navy pants on, so to differentiate a little bit. And another thing, Noah, it's not sometimes about how you play in each quarter. It's sometimes what you do in the middle 8, right between the end of the first half and the start of the second half. That's where games are won and lost. So I'm really interested to see if anybody can notch a goal here at the end of this second half, or to the end of the first half or at the start of the second half.
See, now that is some incredible analysis. After that first game we did together, like, we were so captivated by this, it's like, let's do our homework. Oh, I thought I saw Sheldon getting out of the back of that truck over there. My goodness. Okay, but okay, seriously. Now, it looks like Kent State's going to have a penalty shot on goal. Addie Clark has only let one goal up today. That's very uncharacteristic of her, but now App State's going to put some batteries in goal and try to defend it. Yeah. Let's see what Kent State's strategy is to try and get the lead.
Yeah, first penalty shot of the day for Kent State, Noah. And this is a huge one. Only a minute 59 left until halftime. And if they're able to get this one here, it's going to be huge for the Golden Flash. However, the Mountaineers, they're not ready to give anything easy, stacking everybody in the net.
It's set. They're going to try and pass it in from the hash mark. It's going to be low to the ground, and Kent State's going to get one shot. It's over the arc. It's going to take a shot on goal. It's blocked by Addie Clark. Great job there by Addie Clark. And guess who's there already running the other way? It's an App State player. And App State's got it. Booker has it. And now App State can kind of slow down this pace if they want to, or they can push forward with 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. For at least in the first half.
Yeah, Addie Clark flashed the pad that on that time. Yeah, you could hear from up here, Noah.
Yeah, that was
as
a hard
hard
block.
As that ball hit her shin pad there, which you were talking about earlier. That ball had a lot of heat behind it, but Addie Clark's all over it. As it slows back down, ball's going to go back to Kent State here. It's going to pass it in from the side.
You know, I'd be curious to see how Addie Clark does on an ice hockey field. We know somebody from our department who's a huge hockey fan who would probably enjoy to see that. But honestly, like, her heads-up awareness, her ability to block all these shots, takes a very special player to do that.
Yeah, as you said it, Noah. Addie Clark, it's going to hurt to lose her next year if you're an App State field hockey fan. It's going to hurt to lose players like Grace Ball as well. Just two amazing players to turn this field hockey program around. And just going into next year, Coach Dinsmore is trying to build up a great community out here, just a great program being built here at App State.
Future is bright. They do have Noah Jindroma Matas along with a plethora of other players, and they won't lose every Clark because there's still two more Clark sisters on the team. But now, 19 seconds left in the second quarter, and it's going to be Kent State's direction. Just when there could have been a slimmer of a chance for App State to take the 2-1 lead, it's already over. So 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the second quarter. It's a 1-1 game.
Yeah, you said it, Noah. Nobody able to notch a goal there at the end of the second quarter. Kent State was able to notch us up at 1 at the start. However, it's like a whole new ball game starting the second half. Knotted up at 1. We're going to see who comes out on top.
Amen to that, my friend. We're going to take a little bit break because it's halftime. But we'll be right back with your App State Sports.
call your attention field for the second half.
Welcome back to the Brandon and Erica M. Adcock Field and Field Hockey Complex for this amazing, entertaining App State versus Kent State field hockey game so far. As you can see, they got a little bit of the waterworks going on, but not tears. Hopefully never tears, because we want to come out with this game with a win. But it is watering down the field now. They're getting ready for the third quarter. Remember, each quarter, 15 minutes, 2 quarters left in this game, unless it goes to overtime, in which we don't want. So let's see how App State responds coming out of this break, Ryan.
Yeah, no, it looks like they're refreshing the field a little bit there at the water. The players are refreshed after halftime. Knotted up 1-1. It's like a brand new game, Noah. With everything all knotted up like this, you're basically back at 0-0, as you said. Second half's a whole new ball game. And in the first half, we saw a good game from Grace Ball. Grace Ball just beat all over the field. The goal was by Hadley Kuzmicki on our end. And then for Kent State, Patricia Strunk got the goal for them. And that's why we're at 1-1.
Yeah, that's right. And Patricia Strunk's goal assisted by Eva Uzos. And Hadley Kuzmicki's goal for App State assisted by Noah Chinjoma Matas. Goal number 3 on the season for Kuzmicki.
It looks like App State's just going to work it down into their end a bit here. A bit of a long pass. Not quite able to catch up to it there was Sarah Farrell, and now Kent State will be able to set back up on their own end.
Now, something to note, just like in basketball, the sides have changed. So now, if you're watching at home, App State will be shooting left to right. No, App State will be shooting right to left. Kent State will be shooting left to right. It's now, speaking of going right, never mind. Before they even got something going, the referees, nope, it's still Kent State's ball.
Okay, what I'm interested about to see with the switching up the sides, Noah, is now Kent State's going into the sun to try to get a goal. App State's going into the shade over there. Not quite the sun in your eyes. Might make a difference, might not. You never quite know, but it's just something to think about.
See, this is how you know Ryan Hendricks is a tried and true sports broadcaster. This is how you know that this is his passion. I personally would have never thought about the sun because my background is more in news and I do sports for fun. Ryan said, what about the sun? So, again, just a little bit of kudos to my broadcasting partner that I would have never thought about the sun until it's too late. So, great analysis there, and let's see how it affects them. You know what else, Ryan? You know, you talk about the side switch, the direction change. When App State was trying to push the ball up to the goal, they would always try to aim for the right corner. And every time they aimed for that right corner, the same 1 or 2 Kent State defenders would always lock it down. Leah Hurwitz would always get down there. Sarah Farrell would always get down there, and they wouldn't be able to do it. So now I'm interested to see, will App State continue to try and push it from the right corner, or will they change to the left corner, dribble down the sideline, or even something else?
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. Because every time they went to the right over on this end, Noah, to our right, is when they just weren't able to get it in there because Lauren Conroy was all over it for Kent State. However, now going into that end over there, they might work it in from the left a bit more. We saw a bit more success. But either way, you really want to get it right to about the center because that gives you the best shot to get it into the net, because if you get a deflection right in front, you know, if you go in, because usually the goalies always use the post to help themselves. So when you have to make a long shot for one of the corners to try to get in, it's very tough because the goalie can just go against the post to be able to stop it. But when you're in front, you're able to get a lot easier look at it.
Definitely a little bit of a caveat to that, because in this game earlier, a chip shot was scored actually by App State in order to get it in. It was like within like a minute and 28 seconds into the game. So even though you're shooting from, you would want to shoot straight on, you know, get that clear look, you can still try to play some trickery with the stick.
Yeah, and that's where it was, Noah. They were able to get it right in front and then just get that short goal. It got on the rebound. App State was able to get it off the rebound, off of Van Eich, their goalee, was able to get it. App State's looking to do it again right now.
Here's Sarah Farrell dribbling down the sideline, and it is out of bounds. Just a little, not the window closed. I didn't even really see it because everything happened so quickly. But Sarah Farrell was there, tried to hit the ball, but the window closed quickly. There was too many defenders on it to make something happen.
Yeah, and that's where App State tried to get the same thing they got as we were talking about a second ago, to get it in front, but Kent State has learned their lesson. because App State's had many opportunities to get the ball in the net since then. However, they've cooled off since that fast start. Cecil van Eyck, the Kent State goalie from The Hague, Netherlands, very interesting place. But she has just been able to turn it up here. Had a slow start, but she's really warmed up as the game went on.
You know, it really just puts into perspective how popular some of these sports we never think about in the United States are, how popular they are in other countries. Because App State's had players from the Netherlands, Spain, Germany, you know. So, I mean, hey, it must be popular over there for a reason. And I think I can see it just by broadcasting these few App State home games for y'all. But now, back to the game at hand. Kent State has it. It's past Booker, past some defenders. Florian Koopman is there.
Yeah, for Kent State.
That's actually Grace Ball. My apologies on the misattribution.
Yeah, you said Grace Ball there, good. It looks like Ava Usos tried to get up to Madison Leedy there for Kent State, just not quite doing. Great defense by App State. It just neither team early on here in the third quarter have really been able to get their foot in the door, I should say, quite yet.
And a little bit of the pace has definitely slowed down. I don't know if it's the sun or the heat, but it seems like they're a lot quieter, more focused on the game at hand. But Kent State and App State, both states, are playing very hard.
Yeah, and App State's going to work it in here. But just look at that Kent State defense working on the double team there all over Sophia Baxter on our end. It's going to go right back to App State. It's going to try to reset here. But this Kent State defense has really turned it up since the first quarter.
Yeah, check it out, Ryan. They get that reset opportunity here. A little bit of a gazelle jump there, trying not to hit the ball because, again, we talked about this in the first half. If the ball hits anything but the stick, it's a penalty. So good jump there. Because I saw that Kent State player jump, and I was like, why is she jumping like that? Because she had to avoid getting hit by the ball. Speaking of the ball, App State has it. A little bit of a slip up there, but they're still going to keep going. And it's going to be Kent State ball just as soon as I said that. Sarah Callery is in the game for App State. That's a name we have not said a lot this season, but it is nice that she's getting some playing time.
Yeah, App State started to get some fresh legs into this ball game. See some different faces out there. Don't want to have your players too winded. Might want to just keep their legs a bit fresh for the fourth quarter. You never know where the score will be at, whether you're going to have to play from behind or if it's still knotted up at one. But you definitely want to keep your best players, not to discount anybody on this team, but keep your best players fresh for the last little set.
Incoming substitutions now for Kent State. Maybrit Duell in for Madison Leedy. 35 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. And now App State's going to do what they do best, reset and push it up. But it's already intercepted by Kent State. Here comes a shadow of a cloud here comes the clouds shading these players from the sun.
That cooled it off a lot.
It cooled it off a lot. You could feel it.
Yeah, it really did cool it. It feels a lot more like fall now as Kent State tries to get something going here. But just both defenses really turned up here in the second half. So you can see back and forth. This time it's going to go to App State, who's going to get back on the offensive.
Bridget Donovan has the ball and gets it out to Booker. And it's still going to be App State's ball, but not before the referee says slow your roll and get the ball back over the 25. Lisa Booker now has it. Direct pass across, lateral to Koopman. Long shot on goal and kicked away by Kent State. And now, if the goalie for Kent State wasn't looking for that and wasn't ready, that probably could have been a shot on goal. And look, it's going to be a penalty shot. Maybe, potentially, yes. Here go the Kent State players going behind the goalie, getting ready to put on their mask. It's App State. It's time for an App State corner, I should say. A little bit of shout out there to the PA announcers. A lot just happened there, Ryan. Can you dissect my words?
Well, it looks like it started with a great play there by Sophia Baxter. After the first save to keep it inside the circle and keep the pressure on. And then, as you said, you can't touch it with any part of your body outside of the stick. That's what Kent State did. And now the Mountaineers have a prime opportunity to take the lead with 7:24 left here in the third quarter.
And now App State has an opportunity to take the lead. In terms of the season and how it's gone so far, at least in the games that we've called, penalty shots, corner shots have not come easy for the Mountaineers. Then again, they really do come easy in field hockey because you have to get past the batteries, you have to get it past the arc, you have to set it, and then you have to get it in all within a certain amount of time before the ball goes back out. But App State has an opportunity to do it here, and let's see what they're going to run up with this strategy. Koopman talking to her teammate. See if they can get some strategy going here. Here they go. It's going to be in from the corner. It's in. It's set over the line. Shot on goal, and it's blocked. But, oh, what's going to happen? Is the ball stuck and stopped? No, it's going to be Kent State ball.
Yeah, good job by Kent State there. Just to cover it up, no rebound opportunity there for the Mountaineers. And the shot there was by Charlotte Bosma, who's been playing wonderful, as I said earlier in this broadcast for the Mountaineers. That one just didn't quite go her way. We're still at 1-1.
You know, this has been a very competitive 1-1, despite the fact that both goals came really early in the first quarter. Again, it's like you said, you know, it's knotted up technically 0-0. No score matters unless it's the score that gets you the win. Unless you're up 6-0, then in that case, there is nothing to not. But for these two squads, they're just looking to get an advantage.
Yeah, and you really hate to squander the opportunity for the Mountaineers as Kent State's going to go right back onto their own end. But then Grace Ball's, of course, all over it as she does, and she's going to control that for the Mountaineers. But it really sucks for the Mountaineers who you don't want to waste that opportunity. And it was that close to getting a rebound right in front. But a good job by the goalkeeper, Cecil Van Eich, to slap it down.
Oh, absolutely. Here goes now Kent State. Trying to push it up. What are they doing? They're playing some keep away. 5 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. App State has 8 shots. Kent State has 4 shots on goal. App State has 5. Kent State has 4. App State 3 saves. Kent State 4. 1 corner each side. Pretty evenly matched game here. And now there's that elusive right corner now. So now Kent State's going to try and attack from that corner.
Yep, that right corner has just been very tough for either team to get out of there. Kent State's going to be able to keep the ball here. And one of really their best opportunities here in the second half, just have not got too much going on their own ends, but a lot of App State on the offensive. But you don't want to discount Kent State's ability to score from here.
Something could be brewing here if you're Kent State. And no, as soon as I say that, that's Koopman getting a stick on it. Oh, wait. Couple 2-on-2 action here. Some mean mismatches, Chris Smoove would say. That's a YouTube reference for you. And now App State's going to pass it back in again. Florine Koopman is looking and surveying.
Yeah, Victoria Tinghitella for Kent State. Let's try to get it to her teammate over there, but it goes right out of bounds. And App State with a deep one. Here's going to get it all the way to the corner.
Flegg's there. Rachel Flegg is there. She's going to take a shot. It's kind of deflected off the stick, but her App State teammate is there. And App State now just trying to get the stick on the ball, and it's already going. No, it's still App State's ball. Jillian Orcutt's there. We talked a little bit about Orcutt in our first game that we did together, Ryan, and she seems to be finding a role for herself. There's a shot on goal. Just the angle, so close. That was like a trick play right there. It seemed like we both thought that she was going to pass it, but she angled that stick just too much to the left. Either way, you're proud for the Mountaineer for showing off the bag a little bit, the bag of skills.
Yeah, the Mountaineers are getting a lot of shots on goal here early on. Well, not really early on anymore here in the third quarter. Near the end with 3:50 left. They just got a lot more opportunities, did Kent State here in the second half. And that's where you need, because the more opportunities you have, the more chances the ball has to go in, as obvious as that is.
Yep, that's right, Ryan. 9 shots on goal for the Mountaineers. No, but 9 shots in general. There's a difference between shots and shots on goal in field hockey. 9 shots in general for App State, 5 of which have been on goal, which is just above 50% of their shots have been on goal. Quick maths.
And you really just want to get it on target.
Oh, hang on here. Nope, just as soon as I say that, it's already stopped. Yeah, no, of course, you have to get it on target. And I'm actually proud of these Mountaineers for taking these shots. And for most of them, they be kind of shots on goal. It means, hey, they're doing the right thing.
And it seems like every time Kent State tries to get an offensive attack going in there, and right when you get right around the circle, after the defense is all over, but watch out, here comes Kent State.
Here comes Kent State. There's a mismatch. Is there an App State defender there? Yes, that's Sarah Perkins. Great job of diffusing the situation. Now Jillian Orcutt has it. Orcutt launches it up the left side of the field. Who gets a stick on it? Rachel Flegg. Flegg mismatch one-on-one. Can Flegg do it? She's dribbling with the stick. Can Flegg get it across? Is it going to be a shot? No! It's Kent State again. Again with the defense as I cough in the middle.
Yeah, oh so close there for the Mountaineers. That you said great play there by Rachel Flegg just to get it right in front. But ever since that first quarter, Cecil Van Eyck has just been all over it, and the Kent State defense in general has been all over the Mountaineers here in the second half.
But don't discredit that App State defense because they've been all over the Kent State in the second half as well.
Yeah, you said it, Noah. Neither team getting wonderful opportunities here. Apps have more of them, have not been able to catch it quite yet. But now Kent State's going to get all their players on their end, which is something they've been desperately needing.
Something they have desperately needed. Now, can they capitalize it? There's that. Oh, from our angle. You know, that was probably a lot more exaggerated solely because of the angle, but Addie Clark, she got out of goal to stop that one and did a fantastic job of doing so. That was a little bit of a launch from the left corner. Hey, we talked about that left corner, but Addie Clark was there.
Yeah,
but the angle made it look like it was going to, deflect in.
Yeah, you said it, no, from here. From here, it looked like it was a really good chance that could have gone in. Addie Clark all over. It might not have been that close down there on the field, but either way, Kent State starting to generate more opportunities here with about a minute left in the third quarter.
App State also starting to generate some opportunities here as there it goes across the midfield line there. And once again, Kent State just every time App State tries to get something going, Kent State gets something going. And then when they get to something going, App State gets something going. This is a back and forth match. Just back and forth. And now seems like App State's going to play some keep away here as the third quarter is coming to a close. But maybe not so fast as there's Sarah Farrell. A little bit of a size mismatch, but it doesn't matter. Farrell has Orcutt right next to her. Booker's also on the field, as well as Leah Hurwitz scattered. A bunch of other App State players scattered all about. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now, if you're App State, you're finding a way. Is it still? Yes, it is. So now App State kind of has a chance here. The clock is still running. The clock is not going to stop.
Yeah, you said it, Noah.
There's ball.
Right here at the end of the third. Third winding down. It doesn't look like we're going to get a goal before the third ends, but the Mountaineers just tried to generate some confidence going into the fourth here. You'll be really keeping it tight down the sideline there.
Doing a little shuffle. She's got 3 Golden Flash players just like revolving around her like she's got her own orbit, but Orcutt does a good job of keeping it on the sideline. No easy points for these teams. Well, here we go, Ryan. Final quarter. The broadcast crew is talking about it. You know, they don't have a dog in this fight, but hopefully we don't have to go to overtime because anything can happen in these games. It's 1-1, tied up. App State, Kent State. Ryan, lay it on us.
Yeah, it looks like App State has generated a lot more shots on their own end. I believe last time I looked over there, it was 9. I believe they got one since, if you could tell me here in a second. However, they've gotten a lot more opportunities than Kent State. Kent State had that one really good shot from the left corner where a lot of offense has been able to be generated here in this game. But Addie Clark was all over. Both goalies just really have turned it up in the second half, being all over it there. However, what really makes a difference is to play right in the middle. App State, every time it crosses into their own end, it's just all over Kent State. Kent State has never been able to really slow it down in their end and been able to get anything really in front of the net. They had to take that one really tough shot that I just brought up a second ago, and that's why Kent State has not been able to notch on the board. For App State, though, you've had opportunities, it just has not bounced your way, and sometimes that's just how the game goes. You draw up and you execute it exactly how you want, but the ball just doesn't get past the net. Sometimes great offense just can't beat great defense.
I could not have said that any better myself, my friend. It's also the sun beating down on us. It feels like everybody's tired, just trying to get this game done. The heat feels great, but you got to stay energized, and if you're App State as well. Because I know if this crowd is feeling it, you know, that summer heat making you tired, getting that vitamin C, I can imagine what these players are feeling. But as you can hear, this is the final countdown. There's 20 seconds left until the end of the break. 1 quarter left for your Mountaineers to beat the Golden Flashes. You know, I don't know what a Golden Flash is. I'm going to assume it's a type of bird because Kent State is a bird.
That's what the
like
logo
a canary?
is.
Like a canary?
I think so. To be honest with you,
Like
when
the
I
Tweety bird, like Sylvester. I thought, but you got
Well, when I think of the Golden Flash, that yellow bird from Angry Birds. That's what I think of.
You said not Chuck. Oh my gosh. We have fun, man. Ryan and I always have fun when we're on the broadcast together. It's my senior year. I graduate in December. It's moments like this, and I'm gonna miss. But I still got 2 more months, so I'm gonna cherish every moment. And speaking of every moment counts. If you're the Mountaineers. And here they go into that right corner again. And now, App State's going to get a break here. Grace Ball has Lisa Booker to her left. She's got Florine Koopman closer to her behind. And the ball finds its way to Booker. Now it's getting passed back. Looking back, looking forward, looking left, looking right, up, down, left, right, BA start. Just like that Konami code. What you know about that Super Nintendo. But in all seriousness, Booker's pushing it up now. Gets it over the half court, half field, the half line, the 50-yard line. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Gets it over the 50-yard line. And now passing it back. Just a lot of conservative play.
Yeah, you said it. Just conservative play early on here in the 4th for the Mountaineers. And to go back to the point you made when we were talking before this quarter started with the energy, and something that you have to think of is App State's at home. They were to go back. They only had a short little trip to come out here. Kent State's coming all the way from up north to play this game. They had to ride the bus down here. So you got to think that's going to factor into how tired you get during the game.
Ryan, going into this match, I'll save that for later because the match still has a lot of time left. And it doesn't feel like it. It just feels like, this is a sudden death. It's knotted up 0-0. It's a 1-1 game. Field hockey is such a game about strategy and time management that any wrong moment in this could spell disaster for the Mountaineers. And there's Orcutt. Orcutt passes it in. It's out of bounds. It's going the other way.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to count as an on-goal shot. It went just out of bounds there. But Mountaineers not able to get anything in front here. But to go back to your point, Noah, it really does feel like sudden death here because you got to think if you're able to get a goal before overtime here in this 4th quarter, it's going to be very hard for the opposition to climb out of the hole, especially how hard it's been to score today.
That's right, man. The crowd can feel it. This has been a slugfest, just back and forth, just waiting for one of these teams to find a break. And it's going to happen because every time App State field hockey plays, it seems like always in the 4th quarter, a gap opens up, whether it's the opposition or them. Something always has to give, unless it's that Ball State game that went into 2 overtime. Shout out my friend Carly Sioko, played in that game. She plays for Rider University now.
It's awesome.
In New Jersey, yeah, as a grad student. She likes to rep the black and gold, but Rider's colors are red, and she sent me a picture, and she was like, why is red my color? I'm like, you know what, Carly, it suits you. So shout out to Carly. She's dearly missed by this program, but she's doing her own thing. And speaking of doing her own thing, Koopman gets the stick on it.
And Kent State right back over it there. It's going to try to get into the circle, which they might be able to. Not quite. Good defense there by Grace Ball of the Mountaineers.
Fantastic defense. Yeah, absolutely fantastic defense there by the Mountaineers to get the ball out of the arc, and it's quickly going the other way. Oh, there's a slip and fall on the ground. Who is that for Kent State? That's Victoria Tingatella.
Yep,
Tingatella, thank you.
Tingatella, another player from Argentina here for Kent State. And that's where you saw the water get sprayed on the field. That turf's slick out there, though. It's not easy to keep your footing out there.
Hot topic in the National Football League. Might be another hot topic in field hockey, but it doesn't really seem to affect them as much as, AstroTurf. But that's a totally different topic. But your point still stands that water can make it slippery.
Yeah, Kent State once again all over the Mountaineer offense. Yeah, that was going to go back to the Golden Flashes there. And with just over 10 minutes here, Noah, something's got to give for either of these teams.
No, something has to give. Ryan, we've talked about it for seemingly the past 3 quarters. Something has to give. There has to be a winner. There's no draws. It's either you win or lose. At least last time I checked, I don't think you can have a draw. So I'm sure a draw would be oh my goodness. We saw that at the same time. App State players hit the deck and the goalie did too, but the ball just rolled right by. There was no one there. You want that one back for sure.
Yeah, Jinjama Matas almost had the goal to put us ahead there. Just couldn't get the redirection. As you said, Cecil Van Eyck had fallen down for Kent State. Beautiful opportunity for the Mountaineers, just not quite. And as you said there, you hear
Through
Noah.
The legs.
Another one almost went in there. Kent State being very fortunate on their own end to not have these balls roll in against them.
Orcutt almost had a nutmeg where she passed the ball right through the legs. It was on par, on trajectory for the goal, but just a little too far to the right. Quick little sports tidbit. Nutmeg is when you dribble a basketball through the legs and get the score.
Yeah, for Kent State there, Alex Sacker tried to control it for Kent State. It's going to go off her stick and out of bounds. That's when it went back to App State. However, they're all over it. Kent State's going to go back on the offensive.
Back on the offensive, back on the defensive. Just back and forth all around, Ryan. I mean, something has to give, right? Like, knock on, well, there's no wood around us, but something has to give, right, man? Like, it can't just be back and forth like this.
Yeah, and it just feels like no team's really able to get what they want to do. Kent State's going to be all over that. But neither team has really been able to get the shots they wanted. App State's had opportunity after opportunity. It just has not rolled their way. And with 9 minutes left here in the fourth, they're going to have to get something going now. We're going to be heading to overtime. And to your point, Noah, we can't have a tie. We know that. We'll go to a mini overtime as we need out here today.
Absolutely. You are right about that. It's also starting to get a little chilly, which is something we did not expect as the sun starts to set over the hills. But, since we have the time, check this out. Addie Clark's been in goal for 50 minutes, by the way. 50 minutes of straight mental fortitude. How about that? Both of these goalies have been in there for 50 minutes, and, you know. Oh, but here comes App State. They're inside the circle. Oh my goodness, a shot, and you could see the App State fans. You know, that was right perpendicular to the goal. If there was just one App State player there to hit it and ricochet,
Yeah.
But sports is all about what if, right?
Yeah, that one was beautiful. Right where you want to put it passing in. And Julian Orcutt was so close to getting a stick on it there to get the Mountaineers up. Just no dice right in front of the net. Kent State's going to try to get it up. They're wide open down there.
Oh, boy. This might be a danger zone here. Kent State, oh, with the stick moving. Oh, she whiffed. She whiffed on the shot, and she missed. That was a one-on-one opportunity there for, I believe, Maybrit Duell, and she whiffed the shot. Addie Clark wasn't even expecting that. She was like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and what a move to get past the App State defender down there, too. As you said, Maybrit Duell just made the move, and that's what you like to call $1 million move, but a $5 finish down there. Not able to get
in. Man. Ankle breakers from Duell there, but just, couldn't finish it off. And Kent State might get another chance here to try to push it up. It's inside the arc. App State gets a stick on it. And taking it out now, that's Sarah Perkins. Might be a corner. I've heard some rumblings about a corner from the crowd, but we could be wrong. Looks like there's some discussing, and it is. It will be a corner for Kent State. You know, we picked up that crowd audio. We're like, oh, it's going to be a corner. And App State's going to put their batteries in goal.
Yeah, the fan was all over before the referee was all over. That proves just how rabid these fans are watching the game. They know the rules better than some of the referees down there. And now, but Noah, this is what we talk about. Something had to give, and here's where it is. If Kent State's able to knock it in here on just a great opportunity, their second corner of the game, it's just very what you want to see if you're a Golden Flashes fan, the Mountaineers. This one's where Addie Clark really shows her stuff. If she could keep this one out the net, that's huge.
Well, you know, if it was Maybrit Duell taking the shot on goal, that would be some cruel irony if she made it, seeing how she kind of whiffed the last one she had. Here goes Kent State. The stance, the form. The pass in, set outside the arc. It's over, and it's a shot on goal, and it's blocked. Addie Clark using the length, getting down on the ground, full body length to stop that shot. That is somebody who's putting their entire line, giving their all for App State.
Yeah, that's the mantra around here. What a job there by Addie Clark. As you said, just full extension to get her pad out there, laying down on the ground to stop. That was a very low shot from going in, but now Kent State is going to try to keep the offensive attack going. They try to work it in, but great defense there by the Mountaineers.
Just under 7 minutes left in this game. 10 shots by App State, 6 of which have been on goal. That's a 60% shot on goal percentage. Contrast that to Kent State, who's had six shots on goal. 6 shots, but 5 shots on goal. Now, the percentages don't say everything because App State's just had more shots, period. Kent State just hasn't been able to really have the offense. But then again, their defense is just an even match. It is a 1-1 game, and it's knotted up. Oh, what's it going to be? It's going to be App State ball. Looked like it might have been some stick-on-stick contact.
Yep, it's like that was stick interference down there. Can't clash the sticks. And you could hear from up here, especially how hard those sticks are. You can make the sound. That's why that one comes out. Kent State has something brewing, but now App State's going to try to go back.
App State is going to try and go back here. And can they do it is the question. Here's Sarah Perkins. Perkins has Booker near her. She has Ball and Orcutt. 3 very good players as there goes Grace Ball launching it down the field. Kent State gets a stick on it. Kent State's going the other way. Booker's trying to run and grab, play some defense. Trying to get into the arc now. That's Augustina Florio. And once again, that ever elusive right corner.
That right corner, you just said it, Noah. Very tough to get any offense generating out of there. And the play was started there by Bella Carpenter, number 21, to be able to knock it down.
Hang on now.
Kent State.
There might be a... Yes. It's going to be a corner kick. How about that? Referee ruled that there's going to be a corner kick, so here goes all these App State players putting on their masks. Hey, Ryan, you know how we talk about the right corner? You know how you pointed out the sun? What if it's because most of these players are right-hand dominant? So they dribble with their right hand. So obviously their natural brain inclination is to go to the right corner. So maybe if you have a lefty on the squad going towards the left corner, see, I'm trying to like put 2 and 2 together. That's a little bit of a, you know, I think that might be it. You know, if you're right-handed, you're going to dribble to the hoop with your right. Here they go. Out. And it's off the post. How about that? No. Yes. Was that? We'll wait to see the decision here. That looked like it was blocked. It went off the post and it just stuck right there. It looks like Kent State may get another opportunity here. Ryan, a lot happened, my friend.
Yeah, amazingly close there. As you said, off the post. It was so close to going in, but it did not. The Mountaineers keep that one out of the net. As you see the fans over there on the right side being able to stop that one. It's just getting very loud. It's going to be very close down to the finish.
Hang on now. Looks like the referees might be consulting the camera for a decision there because both teams are going to their bench. Now, from what we saw from far away here, unfortunately, we do not have binoculars or access to this replay technology ourselves. What we saw is that Kent State set up the shot. It went over the arc as it was supposed to. Didn't get the name of the player who shot it on the goal, but Addie Clark got a blocking apparatus on it. The vocabulary is skipping me, is eluding me right now. And once she did that, the ball rolled to the left. It was hit, but did it cross over the plane of the goal any time there? Did it go out of bounds? Is it another corner kick? Is it going to be another corner hit? We don't know. We will have to wait and see.
Yeah, no, what I think they're looking at, the referees, and I'm really glad we have this opportunity to have replay technology to be able to look back at very close plays like that. But I think Kent State is arguing that ball might have just dribbled across the line there. We know we saw that scrum after it went off the post. When it went off the post, there was a scrum right in front. They might be saying that it went past the line there, but it's very, very close, of course. From up here, looking from this angle, there's no chance.
No, I mean, like, again, we don't have binoculars, and also if we did, like, that would just be so tough because everything happens so fast. Only the referees have access to replays, and it looks like the officials might be making a decision here. What is the decision going to be? We're going to do our best here to decipher the hand motions. They're walking back out. It looks like they're pointing towards App State. They're pointing towards Kent State. It looks like, okay, both teams seem to be talking it out. We're just waiting patiently to see what happens here. App State walking towards. It looks like it may be another. Dude, I'm really just waiting. We are really just waiting here. Like, not to sound unprofessional, but we are literally just waiting to see. And it looks like there will not be another corner. It also looks like there will not be another point scored for Kent State. It looks like App State's just going to play it on.
Yep. Best case scenario there for the Mountaineers. And good job buying time there. No, we were confused.
I was trying. I was really trying to, because I knew in my head what was going on, but I was trying to put it into words. Yeah, it seemed to me like they were trying to determine if that was going to be another corner or not. But the ball just barely may have stayed in bounds. So it looks like it's going to be App State's possession now. And yes, it is. Here comes Perkins. Sarah Perkins gets it now to Charlotte Bozema. Bozema can't get it there, but she's got help from Henrietta Stegen. I guess they're going to let Kent State play on, though.
Yeah, blocking with the body a bit there for the Mountaineers. So now the Golden Flashes are going to be able to just get up into their own end. But there's that Mountaineer defense once again getting a stick on it.
There's Grace Ball. I mean, hey, you're talking about a defensive anchor. You're talking about Grace Ball. If it's not Addie Clark, who's automatically defense because she's defending the goal, you're talking about Grace Ball, who's always down there and knows her role. And now, App State, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. My goodness, we were so focused on the penalty decision that we didn't even notice that the clock's run down to 3 minutes. This could very much be going into overtime.
Yeah, you said it, no. The Mountaineers need it now. They need to get something generated on the offensive end. It's not having to get the moment. Here comes Kent State. Stick-on-stick action down there. Looks like it's going to go back to App State here. So they've got to draw something out now. Coach Dinsmore is going to pull out her best play with 3:29 left to try to put the Mountaineers
She's in her
up.
bag, is what the kids would say. Hopefully she's in her bag. No, she's a very proven coach. We'll see. It's gut check time. Again, you do have that overtime quarter for anything, but obviously you don't want to lengthen this game more than possible. Here comes Sarah Farrell. Farrell dribbling it in. Has this, oh man, swarming defense by Kent State. Can Farrell keep it on it? And it's going to be ruled Kent State's direction and favor.
Yeah, Farrell made a great move to get it inside the circle. But as you said, the second they got in there, that Kent State Golden Flashes defense just all over, making nothing easy in front of the net. And now Kent State will try to get it down onto their end to try to get a shot for this game, go to overtime.
3 minutes left on the clock now. And it's a pretty even match still. Now Kent State has 8 shots, 6 of which are on goal. That's more than 50%. That's around 70, 80. I can't do quick math in my head. I'm not an analytics major. We might need to make a call to Nick Goodman, but it's around 60, 70% of the shots are on goal, whereas App State has 60, but they've just had more shots in general. Down the field now. 2 minutes and 21 seconds in regulation for App State. Here's Lisa Booker. Oh, no, just barely misses it. And now Kent State's going to get it. You saw that, Ryan. I think she overextended and just couldn't get it on the ball. Left it a little too open. But here's Noah Janjomo Matas. Janjomo Matas is there, but Kent State makes the wise decision to get it all the way back down the court. Got an App State player tying the shoe, and they're already ready to go.
Yeah, Kent State just something to go there. As you said, Booker just a bit too much on the extension. Couldn't get it inside the circle. Now Kent State, there's that right corner, Noah. There's that swarming defense on the Mountaineers. We'll be seeing all game. And then there's beautiful defense by Ball down there. And the Mountaineers are going to get the ball back.
You know, I've had the pleasure of sitting in a meeting or two with Azure Fernsler, who's one of the assistant coaches for App State field hockey, and she taught me a couple things. One of those included, like the dribbling, and I really feel like my little, right hand versus left hand dominant. If you're right hand dominant, you're going to try and dribble it. I really feel like I'm onto something there. I'm going to have to prove that after the game. 1 minute and 15 seconds. Getting into the arc now is Kent State trying to get an angle on shot and goal. Now, my goodness, that was very close. But luckily for Addie Clark, the trajectory was just off to the right.
Yep.
And now 1 minute left in this game. Regulation, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
No draws and no ties in field hockey.
Yeah, a bit too much there for Kent State. And the other thing about Coach Fernsler, she's actually, her alma mater is Kent State, so maybe a bit a bit more to play for.
You know,
as Mountaineers are going to have a shot here right at the end.
App State has a chance here. It's inside the arc, and it's a shot on goal, and it's blocked immediately, but App State has another chance here, and it's dribbled and stolen away, but here's Bridget Donovan. Bridget Donovan's inside of the arc. 33 seconds left, and it's out, and it's going to be a corner for App State. Kent State players are in disbelief. They're like, what? This could be App State's shot to walk off with this win. How about this, Ryan?
Yeah, Kent State can't believe it. Noah, right as we were thinking this was definitely headed to overtime, the Mountaineers said not quite yet. This one is huge. No other way to put it. The Mountaineers are going to have a shot, not quite to walk it off with 30 seconds left, but a shot to put them up very late in this one. And you got to think, if this one goes in, the Mountaineers will come away with the win.
Yeah, I'm kind of just taking it all in. I'm on pins and needles myself. Technically I'm biased because I'm a sports broadcaster, but come on, man. These are our Mountaineers. This is going to be a very exciting moment. And now to hit it in, it's going to be Florine Koopman. Farrell's there, Donovan's there, Booker's there, along with a plethora of other Mountaineers. Here goes Koopman. Koopman waiting. She's in her stance, waiting for Kent State. The referee's talking it out a little bit. She's got Farrell in the arc. Donovan on the arc to help set it. Might have Orcutt there too, but it doesn't matter. Koopman, outside, set, Booker, shot, no! Out of the arc, out of bounds. But 20 seconds left. Noah Jomo-Matas has a chance here. She's going to dribble it in. There's a lot of it. She gets tripped. What's it going to be? It's going to be going Kent State's direction.
It just not exactly what you drawn up there for the Mountaineers, and it seemed just a bit of a miscue on the shot. Had to hesitate for that extra second, and Noah, as the seconds tick off the board,
and there it is.
We're heading to overtime.
We're heading to overtime. Great call there, Ryan. Yeah, I think we might have jinxed it if we were the broadcast crew. We said, it's already a 1-0 game. We might not be going to overtime. Shoot, we could have another Ball State on our hands. Let me not jinx it again. Knock on wood. But this has been a fantastic game so far. Even if you're not a field hockey fan, as I choke on my own cough here, even if you're not a field hockey fan, you're in for something entertaining.
Yeah, and this one has really got to make you think, how can you not like field hockey? If you're tuning into this one, if this is your first time tuning in to field hockey, specifically App State field hockey, what is there not to love? This game has been back and forth. Mountaineers had the hot start getting the early goal. Kent State quickly responded in the second quarter. However, this second half, it's been all defense. Grace Ball, Addie Clark. For Kent State, Cecil Van Eyck, Lauren Conroy, Maya Cerberose. It's just been everybody. There's been nothing working for either end. And right at the very end there, the corner opportunity for the Mountaineers, just not able to go. Whiffed on the shot, and after that, the defense was all over it. And now we just have to wait until overtime starts.
Everybody's dancing and running man on that Juju. Oh my God, Juju on that beat, I should say. A little bit of a classic song, taking me back to high school. But for a game that has been a slugfest, people are still energized. And hey, we can't see it on the camera, but there's 5 guys off to the right dancing, hitting a little juju on that beat. You like the energy. It's helping us to get through this. I think it's helping everybody to get through this because especially if you're a Mountaineer fan, you're like, come on, we got to get the win out of this. Ryan, what is it you said about Kent State, their season so far? Good, bad, in the middle?
Well, Kent State, they've started off conference play pretty well, 2-1 in the MAC. However,
same as App.
Throughout the year, they've been 3-7, but they have some marquee wins. They had a win over Michigan State at home, a big Power 5 opponent there. They weren't able to beat Michigan or Penn State, though, but they were competitive in majority of these games, just hadn't been able to go. But the game I was looking at before this one, Noah, they had a big 8-0 game against Central Michigan. The Chippewas, they had to go on the road, and they scored up 8 goals on them.
Did you say 8-0?
Yes, 8-0. That's a huge game for them. That's not been the case today. That one's all offense. No, I think we can say this one's been all defense.
Yeah, it's been all defense because both teams kind of slept on each other in the first quarter, and then boom, just like that, they both have a score. So again, it's basically a 0-0 game. Once again, really, if you're App State, you're doing everything.
We're going to put 10 minutes on the clock for overtime.
Okay, so they're going to put 10 minutes on the clock here for the first overtime.
One of the teams scores a goal at the end of the 10
and it looks like it's going to be
winning
I'm going to wait for the PA announcer to say it, because every time I'm saying something.
If we're still tied after the 10 minutes, we will revert to some shootouts.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Enjoy your bonus field hockey.
Alrighty, so to recap what the PA announcer just said, shout out to the amazing athletics crew. 10 minutes will be in this overtime. If no one scores at the end of this 10 minutes, another overtime happens. If no one scores in the 10 of 2 overtime, they go to shootouts. And we're talking like World Cup soccer here. We're talking like Messi. We're talking France versus Argentina World Cup shootout potentially. But if someone scores in this overtime, it's over.
All over. You said no sudden death here. And you usually don't see too many games go to shootout. It's just like ice hockey. You get to the shootouts after those 2 overtimes. The interesting thing about in ice hockey, though, you get the 3-on-3. It makes it real interesting. But what I'm very interested to see here, how are these teams going to respond? Because you've got to put a lot more energy going into overtime. Is a bit shorter, 5 minutes off the clock that you're usually accustomed to in the quarters. So you got to think, maybe they play with a bit more energy, maybe a bit more higher tempo here.
I think that's what happens.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
I truly think that's what happens, because you have 5 at less minutes and any shot can win the game. But now what I'm curious about is what mistakes will happen and who will it come from? With 10 minutes and every shot counting, every moment counting, who's going to slip up first? I really hope it's not us, but you never know.
Yeah, that's right, Noah. It's usually not about who does something better. It's about who makes the first mistake.
It's true.
And when it's sudden death like this, and it seems like at the end there, it seems both teams were trying to just not make that mistake, feeling each other out, going a bit slower because you don't want to be the one to make that mistake. But someone has to be the aggressor here in overtime. Someone's going to have to be the aggressive team, whether it's Kent State or App State. All I've got to say is I'm very excited.
Ryan, as always, great analysis. You got me taking a step back and being like, dang. You know how Cody wrote that like fire thing and you sent that gif of him like right in the thing and the paper was on fire? That's how I feel every time you give me an analysis of field hockey. Well, folks, here they go. First overtime. 10 minutes and they're ready. Grace Ball passes it across the left side of the field and gets it out to Sarah Perkins, who gets it back to Ball, and Ball's going to pass it now to Orcutt. And Ball just playing back and forth right here for now. Again, no easy scores. You do have 10 minutes and another overtime, but obviously you're going to try and push it up here, which they do. And now Charlotte Bozema is there. Bozema getting that overtime play. Open arc. Who's going to get a stick on it? Is it going to be Kent State? It is going to be Kent State. Kent State's going the other way.
Yep, bit of stick interference down there. The 2 sticks clash. Kent State. Great move by Bothman to get inside of the arc. Just weren't able to get anything going in there.
Charlotte Bozema is indeed a very solid player. She's getting these overtime minutes. They definitely trust her for these clutch times like this. When the lights shine brightest, literally, because there's lights on this field, what's going to happen?
And Kent State just looking to get it into their end there, but there's that Mountaineer defense.
There it is.
Tough
There's Charlotte Bozema. Bozema has an opportunity here. No, and it goes right into a Kent State defender's possession. But now here's Booker. Booker and Baxter are both there. The ball's being pushed up now. This could be dangerous territory. Addie Clark's calling for some help. Orcutt's there, and it's going to be App State ball. App State gets a break there.
Yeah, Emma Rolston for the Golden Flash just tried to get that one in there. Just couldn't get anything going. She has a season high of 2 goals in the game, so she can definitely score.
Down the field goes Sophia Baxter, going into that right corner again. But now Kent State gets it on, and here we go again with the back and forth slugfest. But there's Booker, and it goes out of bounds. Is it going to be App State? Oh, this is prime field position if you're App State. You're over your midfield line. You're near the Kent State 25. Instead, they decided to pass it back towards midfield and make sure that they're extra ready to get this play started.
And Grace Ball gets it started as she does. I think of her like the point guard of this Mountaineer team, just able to facilitate to all of her teammates, and now the Mountaineers just try to get inside that circle.
You thinking You thinking Derrick Rose style of play? You thinking Drew Holiday? You thinking facilitator? You think more let's go after it? Oh, here, never mind. App State through the legs. It's going to be, and it's kicked out. That was, that was Jillian Orcutt. She's been getting balls through the legs through the entire game. Just stickability has been incredible.
Yeah, Orcutt tried to get it there. Great play by Van Eyck net. But watch out, here comes Kent State. But rather than I say that, Mountaineers all over it.
And guess what? Who it is Grace Ball. She's got Noah Njoma Matas in front of her. Further down the field, she has Hadley Kuzmicki. Hadley Kuzmicki scored the only goal in this game so far. And guess who has it? Hadley Kuzmicki. Kuzmicki now back to Ball. Ball's going to look behind her, and she's going to get it right to Baxter. And Baxter's going to get it over the half field line. But it seems like, yes, still App State ball. They're going to get a reset here. Ref says, let's place it right there, and let's keep it going. Booker using that long frame and long wingspan to get the stick in front of it, but unfortunately just too slow there.
And it seems like both of the defenses just have each other's offense figured out. Just no real great opportunities. Yeah, the second App State's been able to get in front, Cecil Van Eyck all over. We saw her kick it up really far there, stuck the leg into the air to knock that one away. And out Kent State, prime opportunity.
Addie Clark out of goal now. Kent State's trying to dribble it out. Addie Clark with an amazing shot of going, another block. Look at Addie Clark out of goal, playing incredibly, but it's going to be Kent State possession still.
My goodness. Addie Clark putting the team on her back there, Noah. Just one-on-one. Who wants it more? And that time it was Addie Clark. However, it looks like there's going to be a corner.
By our goalkeeper, Addie Clark. That was her 250th save here during her time at App State.
And you heard it here first, folks. Addie Clark just recorded her 250th save in her playing time here at App State. That is absolutely amazing. Just a prolific goalie, unafraid to get out of the box in order to do that. 250 saves, but now she needs to get one that matters, and it's scored by Kent State. But will App State get a chance to answer? No. Maybe that shot on goal didn't count because it didn't seem like it did. Either way, App State has an opportunity here. Kent State players hit the deck. Lisa Booker, she's going. She's got some looks. She's got Noah Njoma Matas up there trying to get into the circle. What's it going to be? What's the call? And it's going to be App State ball. Whoa. I thought that game was over. As soon as they hit it in the goal, I thought it was over. But I don't even have time to analyze it as here goes. Here goes App State now.
It's going to go right back
had
to
it, but now it's Kent State.
Yeah,
back and forth.
Yeah, can't take a breath out here. No, and it looks like it was just a bit of our eyes deceived us over there. It looks like it just went around and hit the back of the net. That's why the net flashed like that. Definitely tough.
Right.
And maybe it fooled Kent State a bit too. So they were a bit slow going down there on their end, and they saw App State go to get back down the field very, very fast. Maybe even Kent State thought this game was over.
Check this out: 12 shots, 11 shots, 1-1 game. That is crazy to think about. And Kent State still has an better shot on goal percentage than App State does, and it seems like App State's just been able to carve through this defense, but not get the points. You got to give it to that goal line defense that Kent State has, because they're blocking all the shots that count.
Yeah, both teams' goal line defense have just been all over it. Kent State thought they've had the game won multiple times here in this overtime, but Addie Clark has just waved the finger at him and said no, and that's going to go back to App State now. This time, not be able to get into the circle as Kent State.
So we got Addie Mutombo in goal, or if you're more cultured, Addie Howard. White, I don't know. I tried. You know what I mean? Basketball reference. We're multiple sports people. Either way, Addie Clark, you have a day, girl. 250 saves. That's what matters the most. Win or loss, that's a stat. I said it earlier. I said it, no matter what happens after she graduates, her name is going to be written somewhere in these App State record books.
Yeah, you're right. No, 250. That's unbelievable to even think about. You stopped the ball from going into the net 250 times over your career. Yeah. Just endless amount of time in the net. Over an hour in net for both of these goalies here today. Addie Clark, Cecil Van Eyck, both of them have been playing amazing. Amazing mental fortitude, as you said, from both goalies today.
Yeah, 65 minutes in goal for each of them. 65 minutes and 37 seconds to be exact. Speaking of seconds, 3 minutes and 27, 26, counting down now. Clock has not stopped, and it's still a 1-1 game here. Kent State, a golden flash. They're looking for a golden flash right now. Here's Bridget Donovan. Donovan with a nice pass. There goes Bozma. Bozma has a shot. She has an opportunity. Can she get it in? Tries to pass it across. There's no one there. Leah Hurwitz is not there in time, and it's going to be dribbled right back out of the arc by Kent State. But Leah Hurwitz is not giving up here, and neither is Charlotte Bozma. Bozma, nope, stick-on-stick contact. So close has been the buzzword of the game. Buzzwords, I guess, because they're two.
Yeah, that's very tough. It seems like Bozma just made one too many passes down there. It seems like I thought she was going to shoot it herself in there, at least try to get it into the net. She tried to get the extra pass to Hurwitz. Hurwitz wasn't there. Sometimes you just can't get it down there in time.
You know, I personally am not going to put that one on Bozma just because of the defense. If Bozma hits the deck, oh my goodness. App State wants a call, but they're not going to get it. Bozma's already back up. She's trying to keep back running, but there's Grace Ball. You know, Grace Ball is going to trap this and stop this right in its tracks, and she does just that. Now, going back to Charlotte Bozma, I'm not going to put that on her just because there were 4 defenders around her, but I get where you're coming from. You know, I think she could have tried to make a shot on it, but it would have been a little bit harder, but I do get the mentality because Leah Hurwitz is very capable as a player. Isn't that right, Ryan?
Yeah, and you want to get it, if you're able to get the extra pass in there, to get a more clean shot
Absolutely.
for Hurwitz. However,
Hurwitz was just one step behind.
Yeah, you just got to think. I guess I'd like to get a shot somewhere near the net.
Of course.
It's very disappointing to not get a shot on goal down there in that great opportunity.
And everything happens so fast, so you can't really blame any of these players. It's just interesting because, you know, we both saw it in different ways, but either way, both could have been good. But now App State has to get back on their feet and forget that happened. And it seems like they already have, but Kent State already has as well. The Kent State Golden Flashes are looking for a Golden Flash right now. And they're pushing it up. Quickly pass, and it's blocked by Jillian Orcutt. But oh no, one-on-one mismatch. Orcutt's got to get back on her feet. They're going to get on the goal, and can they get it out? And it's still going to be Kent State ball. Oh my goodness. Orcutt's fighting it. The App State players are not happy. They're trying to call for a review. They're all angry. Oh no. Oh, these App State players are not happy. They are hunched over and very unhappy. Referee seems to be very, very happy in his decision. Marks the box. What's going to happen? It might be an official review here. They're going to run over.
Yeah, so they're going to take another look at this one. Thought about giving Kent State another corner opportunity. Mountaineer said, wait, no, go look at that real
App State
fast.
pled their case. I got to be honest. Usually when referees make a decision, it's very, very hard for them to you know, go back on it. But the fact that the ref made a box signal with his hands, I'm going to go check it out on the cameras. This is very, very crucial. There's a minute and 12 seconds left on the clock. This game is going by so fast, and it's already overtime. Like, that's just some of the joy that field hockey brings. But this is crucial because if Kent State gets a corner here, they got very close the last time. In fact, you know, it was a little bit of like a optical illusion because we thought it went in. Mm-hmm. But if they get another corner hit this time, corner shot opportunity this time, it could go in. And it could end this game. Because both of these teams are so tired. Mm-hmm. You never know. Just one break. We talk about it this entire game.
Yeah, most of these players have been running around for close to 70 minutes at this point, Noah. And you just got to think, fatigue is wearing on you. I've seen players on both ends not being able to get down the field as quickly as they were. That just tells the fatigue. We've been out here a long time, but anytime you get a prime opportunity like a corner, you got to think there's a good shot of it going in. And I know Kent State wants to take that bus ride home with a victory, but App State says we're still playing. And Noah, you said we looked at the clock. This overtime has flew by. We've been having so much fun out here. It's been so exciting. Time has flown by. We're almost to the second overtime.
You know, I think there's a lot of people here who don't want it to get to a second overtime. But it's on track to do that. Again, we don't have any wood to knock on, and we don't want to cause an announcer jinx, but my goodness. If you look up the word slugfest in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, I'm pretty sure a picture of this game would come up. Because, my goodness. But, again, you know, like, defense wins championships. We see it in football. We see it in basketball. I mean, like, this is not an, oh, my God, they can't score. This is a, oh, my gosh, they've just matched us on every defensive output, you know?
Yeah, both of these teams, class of the MAC conference, just both of them just really near the top. As you said, Kent State 2-1, App State 2-1. Kent State lost theirs to Ohio. We lost ours to Miami of Ohio. So you got to think both of these teams looking for a bit of redemption to keep up there near the top of the conference. And it's just been back and forth. Both defenses have just figured each other out. They've just been able to stop up anything going their way. But now as they go to the box, if this ends up being a corner here, as the referees look like they have their decision, which we'll get in a second. If it's a corner, it's a great opportunity for Kent State.
Yeah, man. Here we go. 1 minute and 12 seconds. The Brandon and Erica M. Adcock Field Hockey Complex. Two very storied MAC programs. The referees are talking it over. And it looks like Kent State may have another corner opportunity here. And that's what it will be. They checked it on the cameras, and it's going to be a corner opportunity for Kent State. Now, again, you have Addie Clark in goal. She just recorded her 250th save not too long ago. But 1 minute, 12 seconds, overtime. You got to, Ryan, I know you know those nerves. I know those nerves must be making those girls on out. Okay, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is you know about them nerves, and you know that these App State players are shaking right now. Not out of fear, but out of adrenaline. Here it is. It's set up. It's arc. It's a shot on goal. And it's blocked by Addie Clark. But will there be a second opportunity? No, there's an App State player there trying to defend it. What's going to happen? Addie's got to keep an eye on it. What's going to... Oh, it's still in bounds. And Addie's going to go. Oh, my goodness. They're so close. And it's going to be Kent State's possession again. So much happened. I couldn't even stay on top of it. Addie Clark was just hitting the deck so many times.
And I truly would not ever be able to do it. Addie Clark had to have such great concentration, but to keep her eye on the ball down there. So we'd have another corner opportunity for Kent State here.
Now Kent State has more shots in the game than App State does for the first time ever. There's 48 seconds. Here to go. Set up behind the arc. It is going to be passed into the arc and blocked. And it's going to be taken out. Great defensive effort there by App State. And it's all the way out towards midfield. App State, when the moment of adversity shine brightest, they have an opportunity to stay alive in this game. But now, here comes Kent State. Kent State's going to keep pushing it up here. Sarah Farrell's the first line of defense. Oh, it looks like it may have been hit in the end. It's going to be App State's possession. It's going their way. 17 seconds. Can App State try to score really quickly here? Or are they just going to try and survive and get to the next overtime? Players on the side are going to try and let them play on. They're also Dinsmore's mad on the sidelines. Some commotion's going on, but it seems like it's going to be going to a second overtime here.
Yeah, second overtime, and the interesting thing for Kent State's second corner opportunity there, that's what I was talking about, Noah. That extra pass just doesn't always work out, and that's how the Mountaineer defense was all over it. Specifically, number 7, Sarah Calley, the sophomore defenseman from Cary, North Carolina, all over that one.
We haven't talked about her a lot.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of playing time in this game, Noah.
What year is she? I mean, I'm asking you that because I'm setting you up. Softball. Here you go.
Hey.
Tell us a little bit more about her.
Well, Sarah's a sophomore. She's from Cary, North Carolina, graduate of Cary Christian School, same school that Sarah Perkins went to high school at the same time.
How about that? A lot of Sarahs on this team.
While Calley is a sophomore. So maybe Perkins put in the good word to get Sarah Calley here. And you got to think, with plays like that, she deserves to be here. What great defense. And the Mountaineers, the backs were against the wall there defensively, and they were able to stop up everything. And, of course, we've been saying her name all game, Noah. Addie Clark, what a game. 250 save. She just stopped up
She just recorded
everything.
251 right there. Maybe 252, 253, 254 with the amount of times she was blocking the ball.
Yeah, she's up to a lot, as you said, Noah. Just able to keep the concentration down there, not letting the fatigue and the mental stress of playing this long game as they're going into a 2-0 and I think you did jinx it, Noah. We're going to double overtime out here.
I guess so, right?
But Addie Clark, she's not stressed out. Addie Clark can play for 5 overtimes, and it wouldn't matter to her.
Oh, no, don't jinx her now, please. Come on now. We love Addie up here. No, okay, so we're talking about Addie Clark right here. Let's talk about how many players. Let's talk about the state of this program. By class, App State has 3 fifth years, 2 seniors, 6 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 8 freshmen. Now, granted, a couple of those freshmen are goalies that are not going to see time because Addie Clark is just a dominant force. But this is a very young team with some top-heavy senior leadership. And now, speaking of the leadership, they're going to need every single ounce of it as they're going into the second overtime period. The last time I was at a 2 overtime game here, even just as a fan or like doing media, was when App State beat Ball State. You know, I talked about it earlier. My friend Carly Sioko was a part of that game. Love her to death. She's at Rider University now. She described it as one of the most like exciting wins because they were all so tired. And we might be looking at a second edition of that if everything goes to App State's way. But again, if you're Kent State and you come out of here with a 2 overtime win on the road, 10 hours, 11 hours away from home, I know they'll be happy to. But this is the Brandon and Erica M. Adcock Field Hockey Complex at App State, not Kent State. And now it's time for App State to put their sticks where I'm trying to, you know what I'm trying to say? It's time for App State to go out and play and end this game once and for all, Ryan.
Yeah, both teams, they want to get off the field at this point. You love the sport, but you get to a certain point in the game, you just want the game to end.
Oh, yeah.
And we see players slipping around all over the place. Kent State's on it, and as you said, that ride back home would be a lot sweeter if they got a dub. And it'd make their season look a lot different to get to 4 wins and 3-1 in conference if you're Kent State. But however, the Mountaineers try to keep their strong season alive, keep themselves near the top of the MAC. And it's just been back and forth. The slugfest, as you said, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, I said it. Slugfest. Hey, when you look up the word slugfest in the dictionary, this game probably shows up. Now the sun is completely gone down. You know, it was a warm day out. Now it's cold. The breeze is out. It's 2 overtimes. These girls are tired. Everyone, I'm not going to say tired because that means like a negative connotation, but everyone is just like, come on. What are we going to see? Who's going to win this game? I mean, you know, like, even the most passionate basketball fans are like, okay, 5 overtimes, I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's just how you have to feel.
Yeah.
But you love to play, but to a certain point, your body's like, okay, can we go home? And that's just pretty much where these players have to be at right now. Kent State's going to be able to get it in here. The Mountaineers, maybe that fatigue starting to get to them, just not able to get too much going in their own end, but both the legs are tired. There's no real advantage out there on the field right now.
Yeah, this is just a matter of who makes the mistake first, like you said. Really and truly, this has been a fantastic game played by both defenses, and you can see it in the faces of these players. Oh, no, but here goes Kent State taking it in. Grace Ball's there. Oh, it's a shot across goal. Not even close. Addie Clark was already there, though.
Yeah, Addie Clark all over. And it looked like Katie Wursel was trying to get over to Patricia Strunk there for Kent State. Strunk, who, of course, had the 1 goal early on for the Golden Flashes. Tried to get that there, but as you said, she's just a bit too slow getting to it, and that's where, when you're playing in double overtime, that happens.
There's ball back to Orcutt, out of bounds. Orcutt still going to maintain possession, and so is App State by default. Orcutt passes it to Ball. Ball does have Perkins out to her left, but instead she's going to hit it upfield. Oh, just too much mustard on that for Charlotte Bozema. But Bozema had the right idea, saw that it was just too much mustard.
Yeah, Bozema put a ton of power behind that one. That one made some sound over there hitting the fence, just flew past everybody. Good, I like that analogy. A little too much mustard on that one.
A little too much, but I'm hungry, man. What can I say? I know these girls are too. But here goes Kent State. Dangerous territory here. Can Grace Ball get on it? Oh, what's it going to be? And it's a Kent State ruled in favor. Hey, let's take a moment here to see what happened. And it looks like, yes, because there was a foul inside of the circle, App State's going to put their batteries in, and Kent State's going to have a shot.
It is once again Kent State, another corner opportunity. They have gotten a ton of these in the overtimes here. The Mountaineers just starting to make mistakes inside the circle. But now, can Addie Clark clutch up once again in the net to keep the Mountaineers alive?
Yeah, it's got a lot out of her. But, I mean, it's also Addie Clark. You don't know until you know. And here goes Kent State. They've got 1 at the corner and 3 across the arcs. App State has 4 batteries. It's in. Over the arc. Might be hesitating a little too much here. Window's closing. Window is closing. Tries to take a shot. That stick on stick, and App State's going to get it back here. And so they do stop the play because unknown fact, if you leave the circle with your mask on, that is a penalty. But they stop. They say, hey, throw the mask back. Let's keep going. So now App State has the ball. But hey, Ryan, you talked about it this entire game. At first I was like, well, I get the passing, but again, it just seems like they're hesitating a little bit. If you're Kent State. Oh, great dribble moves there. Shot on goal. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, that could have been the shot right there that won them the game. And you saw audibly, visibly, all the parents were like, oh,
that's what I was about to say. No, you could hear a collective come from the crowd.
You could hear a crowd of dads groaning just then. They were like, oh,
we thought the game was over just outside of the outstretched stick of Noah Matas, and just the hesitation on the other by Kent State. Oh, we might have an injury in the middle of the field. This does not look good. It might be cramping up a bit after this long game. It's down. It looks to be Ava Usos there for the Golden Flashes.
There is a player down for the Golden Flashes. It's Kent State. Let's get a little closer on that. I believe it's Eva Usos, as you said.
And this really is unfortunate to see. What has been a very exciting game. You just don't want to see, especially this late in the ball game, anybody go down.
And hopefully she is okay. She has been playing an incredible 66 minutes, which is more than half, if not 3/4 of the entire team. The only person that's played more than her is Iris Becker and Maya Sarabayros.
And she is up. She looks to be okay. Looks like maybe a bit of a cramp there.
Right.
That's what she went down suddenly just by herself, no contact or anything. So I think maybe just the fatigue gets to you, and that's what playing 2 overtimes can do. It's just you'll get cramped up during times like this.
It has been an extremely long game. And it just an absolutely no holds barred. Every single thing has been really, Ryan. We're running out of words to say, and we're broadcasters. Usually we never run out of words to say. And now we're just trying to find it. And now App State's trying to find it too. Kent State as well. Bridget Donovan, Sarah Farrell, Leah Hurwitz are there. Further down the field are Grace Ball and Sarah Perkins. Also, Florine Koopman is on the field too. First one there is Sarah Farrell. She's the first line of defense. Second line of defense, Florine Koopman. Koopman kind of gets faked out a little bit there, but also finds time. That's in the arc. Ball's got it. Ball pushes it. Beautiful defense by Ball is absolutely correct. Ball passes it. Can she get it? No, it's immediately no, but it's going to be App State ball. Looks like that was a stoppage of play, and they're going to say take the ball back a little bit more.
Yeah, Bridget Donovan was trying to get an advantage there, going real quick. The referee said, slow down now.
That SpongeBob thing where he's I'm ready. That's how I feel. These girls are ready. Ball passes it to Koopman, and Koopman passes it back to Ball. Ball now has Perkins to her left. But instead chooses to go back to Koopman. And now Koopman's going to try and push it. No, she passes it back to Ball. Ball's got a shot up the middle here. Oh, man. See, and that goes nowhere. I don't know if that was a pass or a power shot. Unfortunately, I just think maybe she threw the possession away to just say this isn't going anywhere. Let's get back on defense. I don't know, Ryan. What do you think?
Well, I think she was looking to get a redirection in front of the net there. Just trying to throw it towards the net and get a redirection.
Hang on here, Ryan. Kent State's getting inside the circle, and it's going to be a shot on goal, and Addie Clark kicks it out anyways. Now, as you were saying?
Yeah, so trying to get a redirection. When you get it right in front of the net, you never know who can get a stick on it and just tip it right past there. And as you said, Noah real fast down the court. Down the field, I guess, with Kent State, but then Addie Clark all over as usual.
Well, how about that? It's Eva Uzos, who was just injured, is now back on the field and doing her thing. Oh, my gosh, these girls are tough. 2 overtimes, 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Who knows what's going to happen? Now Sarah Farrell. Oftentimes the first line of defense, quick sweeping shot, and it's already out of bounds.
Yeah, nobody really there to even try to get a stick on it. Not quite the same to what Grace Ball did. Ball had it with her players generally in front so they could try to get something on it. That one was just very wide there for Kent State.
I get what they're trying to do, like a long sweeping shot from far away, but unfortunately it just didn't hit the stick correctly. Now if you're App State, and just as soon as I say that, just off the deflection of Bridget Donovan's stick, and now Kent State's going to go the other way. And now App State's going to try and get on it. And the ref's going to say that it's Kent State's possession because they didn't want to keep it stopped. And now Kent State's going to take a shot. Oh my gosh, so many shots in this game, no matter which side you're on, have been just angled too far left or too far right. There's never been a shot that's been right on it.
Yeah, and that one.
Actually, that's a lie. There have been shots that have been on it, but they've been blocked.
Yeah, that was very clearly looking for a redirect there. She tried to get it to the stick of Ava Usos, was going to try to straighten it out to get it into the net, but that one just couldn't get on it. And under 2 minutes left here, though, in the second overtime.
Ryan, what's the strategy here? Do you just try to survive to shots, like penalty shots? Because we know that App State does have some capable shooters. But, again, you could also end it here now. No procedures, no nothing, no waiting. You can just end it right now. What do you think?
I think if you're the Mountaineers, you're looking to survive at this point just because you haven't been able to get too much generating on the offensive end. And Kent State has just went all over. You're getting shot after shot. But if you're Kent State, you want to end it now because you don't want App State to get to the shootout.
And it might happen. There's a shot on goal. Addie Clark gets a mitt up and stops it.
Yeah, the Mountaineers just looking to keep it out of their own end. Kent State just all over them here in the second overtime. Every time the Mountaineers try to get down, and as we see it right there, the Golden Flashes take it right back.
Back and forth, back and forth. This is a dangerous situation. Grace Ball is there, though. Grace Ball with a great wrap around and gets the way there. 1 minute left. If you heard me choking earlier, it's because I was taking a cough drop and I could barely get my words out. Bridget Donovan doesn't know where the ball is, but it looks like it's going to be going back towards Kent State's direction. Bridget Donovan is going to sub out into the game. Some Lisa Booker. Also some substitutions for Kent State. Kent State's going to keep pushing it up. 45 seconds left. It's into the arc. Addie Clark with a nice slide tackle there, but nobody to tackle except the ball. So I guess a slide block is what I was trying to say. It goes out of bounds. 35 seconds left. Ryan, I think I've got this call. I'm going to bring us out to the end of 2 overtime if it happens. Perkins going to pass it in. And those Perkins, she's pushing it up now. That's actually Orcutt. My apologies. Orcutt gets it to Ball. Ball's got Perkins to her left and Orcutt to her right. 18 seconds. 17, 16. Here goes Orcutt. Orcutt's going to try and do that sweeping shot, or is she going to pass it back, or are they just going to try and take it to overtime? Long shot here. Grace Ball takes a big shot, big heave. It's out to the left corner, and it looks like they're going to take it right into shootouts. Ryan.
My goodness, just what back and forth action, as you said, Noah. We're going to shootouts, not what you want to see if you're a Kent State fan, because you thought you were going to put this game away in either of these overtimes through endless what it felt like corner opportunities. But now for the Mountaineers, you get it. It's like, this is what you wanted here. You wanted to get into the shootouts because you trust your girls in just those one-on-one situations to be able to put it past here. Both of these goalies have to be tired at this point. Even being in the net, not running around as much as the other girls. You've just been out there for so long. Something is going to give in one of these here. Can App State do it? It's going to be very close to see because both of these teams very capable scorers. Yeah, this is going to be 5 minutes until shootouts.
They're playing Use Yourself with Eminem. One shot, one opportunity. No, but okay. But in all seriousness, Ryan, this has just been a game. There are people leaving because of how long this game has been going on for. And maybe they're going to get a snack and come back. That's how long this game has been going on for. This is, you know, we said this might be a legacy game. Like in the second half, as I begin to cough, like the second quarter, I'm like, man, this might be a field hockey legacy game. And it might just be.
Yeah, little did you know, Noah, how long this game was going to go on. Whoever on either side wins this game for their team, they are going to be a hero going back home tonight, because this one,
get the Gatorade ready
all the way. It's been such a good game, Noah, and I'm so glad to be here calling this with you. This one just makes you love the sport. Just back and forth. Kent State, endless opportunities on offense. Addie Clark and the Mountaineer defense allowing nothing to go by. The Mountaineers have kept it alive. Now, can they finish it? It's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah. Ryan, I think I'm losing my voice.
You losing yourself right now, Noah?
Oh, you know what? You better clip that and put that on the air check. My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Very, very fun day out here. We got here when the sun was shining down on the field, and now the sun's gone behind the hill behind us here. It's dropped by about 10 degrees. We're pushing almost in the 50s here, and this is the most beautiful time of year to be up here, just outside, look at the nature. The leaves are changing up here, Noah. Yep. It's times like these why you want to come to App State. Yep. We get to watch some amazing field hockey here today. We get to do a broadcast. You just can't be more grateful for times like these.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Whew, this is a test of endurance, buddy. You just heard him. I don't know if we're laughing up here. Yeah, we're laughing. Yeah. We have a boom mic, and hopefully it's being picked up by the audience at home. But we just had a fan say, "Welcome to the jungle." Oh my goodness, to be this fired up, and it's been 80 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Looks like they're going to re-water down the field here.
The camera crews are running for their lives. They're giving they're giving the cameras to our good friend Austin Bartolome Hill, who's the new general manager at App TV. They're trying to take the deck.
I don't want to get your camera wet. We see our own WA Shoes, David Katz and I are running away.
Shout out Katz. I'll be working with him at the NASCAR race this Sunday. He's great. I mean, is it safe to say we're not grasping at straws to figure out what to talk about, because this has been a great game, but so much has happened that we're decompressing by just acknowledging what's going on around us. Like, okay, the sprinklers are going off. We got a fan in the bottom talking about welcome to the jungle. I really don't have anything else to say for strategy on how to win this, because everything we've said has just been nope. Well, so now you're going to shootouts. What do you do now?
Yeah, at this point, though, it's just who can sneak it past the goalie first. There's not too much strategy left to it. Both these teams have played their strategy wonderfully on the defensive side to be able to keep it out. Now it's just who can get the first shot in, who can score more goals here, who just has a little bit more talent, who's less fatigued, who can just sneak it by first here.
Yeah, man, ain't that the truth? Look, App State's already practicing their dribbling skills. That was Bridget Donovan doing that. See, this happens. Okay, look, something we're noticing, and I don't know if the people can see it at home, but these App State players are just having a good time. Look, they're smiling, and Bridget Donovan's balancing the ball with her stick. You wouldn't have expected that these girls just played 80 freaking minutes of a ball game. Wow. You gotta give it credit. The optimistic and the positive, I love it. Love it.
Yeah, they have way more energy than you and I know. To still have so much energy after playing for as long as they have, to go out there. She's playing the air guitar down there on the field. They're just hyped up. They're playing the sport they love. And now we're going to see who can take it in shootouts as we get ready to go.
This is it. Now, the way shootouts work, kind of similar to soccer, kind of not, right? Mm-hmm. There's one goalie in. Obviously, you have a Kent State player who's going to try and shoot two. And, they can dribble it. They can do it. They have 8 seconds on the clock to score. That's right. They only have 8 seconds. I already knew that. Hey, that's what you do when you practice, Ryan. You and me, man, I feel knowledgeable. No, but you only have 8 seconds. So, first up for Kent State, I believe that's number 7.
Number 7 is Emma Rolston.
There you go.
Emma Rolston versus Addie Clark. First one here. And Noah, whoever out of these gets the most goals here is going to end up being the winner.
That's right. And they'll just keep on going and keep on going. Yeah, Addie Clark. You got Addie Clark fans out here. Everybody has moved over to the right side of the field to witness this incredible show. Here they go. Oh, they're psyched out. What's going to happen? Oh, and it's in. Okay, that's one shot for Kent State now, but the game is not over. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. That's not Addie Clark's fault there. I think Addie Clark had that in control, but the Kent State play, Emma just found a way to get around it. She knew the time was going down. I was like, all right, reach around, slap it in real quick.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move there by Emma Rolston.
Here goes Bridget Donovan. Donovan's got to capitalize on this. Donovan. And it's in. Good job there. I thought that was behind the net. The angles we have this at, I didn't hear the little plank of wiggle, so I didn't know. But still tied. Great job there by Bridget Donovan.
Hey, Bridget Donovan sneaks it past Cecil Van Eyck. 1-1. And we're not up even in shootouts, Noah.
Well, that's what you want to see. Addie Clark is pushing up. He's doing a great job. Is that blocked? No. And that's over for Kent State, but it's not over yet. App State needs to score here. For Kent State, that was Katie Worstel. Could not capitalize on the opportunity there. Addie Clark, amazing defense. Also kind of whiffed a little bit there as well.
Yeah, Addie Clark not phased after giving up the goal on the first one. Comes right back and it stops up Katie there.
8 seconds left now. Here goes App State. That's Sophia Baxter. Sophia Baxter gets it in. That's a 2-1 advantage for App State. And now they're beginning to feel it.
Yeah, that was a huge move. That was a huge move there by Sophia Baxter. Made her look and make the move to hit it with the backhand right in.
Addie Clark's got to clutch up one more time now. Long shot, and it's blocked, and it's going out. Blocked again. Addie Clark says no. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that if App State makes this, they could win this. Also, the shootout attempt was by Alex Sacker. Could not make it.
That's right. No, if App State's able to get it here, I believe this game is over.
That's Grace Ball. That's Grace Ball. Can Ball get it in? Ball's dribbling, dribble moves, makes it, slips the ankles, can't get it in time. But they still have the advantage, the 3-1 advantage.
It's very true, Noah. Kent State fighting for everything here. Cecil Van Eyck does her job to keep him in it for now, but Addie Clark can put it away.
One heck of a game. This is one of those legacy games. And if you're Kent State, you're looking to stay alive against an amazing goalie in Addie Clark. Addie Clark, what's going to happen? Who's it called? Looks like that may have been called in favor of Kent State. Might have been some contact. We heard the stick contact.
Yep, stick contact down there. We're going to play on.
So this is something I haven't seen before, and I can't really call it. One shot blocked. How about that? That's incredible. I hate to show my unknowledgeability, but I didn't even know you could do that. They put the ball right there, right in front of Addie Clark, and like a soccer player, she extended the body and blocked that. I don't think people understand. That is one of the hardest things to do. How about that, Ryan? That's incredible. But wait, here goes Noah Janjoma Matas. We'll toss it to you in a second. Noah Janjoma Matas from Barcelona spins around. Oh, so close, just off to the right. Had the right idea.
Yeah, not quite able to put it away. There's Janjoma Matas, but as you said, no, what great reaction time right in front of her there. Addie Clark, it's a guessing game at that point. Which way is she going to go with it? Addie gets it right.
You know, I think if they retire jerseys in field hockey, Addie Clark's has to be retired somewhere. But here they go. Addie Clark, she trips and falls, and it's out! This could be it. And we're just patiently waiting now. Everything's going in App State's direction. This could be the final one. If Addie Clark wins, no! App State wins in a slugfest. 2 overtimes. Block after block after block. Addie Clark has solidified the win for App State in shootouts versus the visiting Kent State Golden Flashes. What a win for your Mountaineers.
You said it, Noah. Addie Clark puts the team on her back as she does, stopping shot after shot after shot. Not only all game, but in the shootouts there. App State wins it 2-1.
A career day for a career player in an absolutely memorable game if you're App State. And I guess if you're Kent State too, because you'll be thinking about it on the bus ride home. But how about that? They're playing DJ Khaled. All they do is win. App State comes out of this in shootouts 2-1.
Yeah, an amazing game, Noah. We were here for a very long time, but I enjoyed every second of it. And how can you not go home happy when your App State field hockey comes home with a win? Hard fought, but Addie Clark puts the team on her back, and the Mountaineers win.
You said it best, Ryan. This was a deserved win
for App State. And now they improve to 8-4 on the year, 3-1 in the MAC Conference. And Kent State now falls to 2-2 in the MAC Conference. But either way, that'll wrap it up for us here at the Brandon and Erica M. Adcock Field in a historic game. I'm Noah Cornelius. To my right, left, up, down, left, right is Ryan Hendricks. To everybody on the amazing broadcast crew, thank you and good night.